from Alexander High School in Douglasville, Georgia. We're ready to start this broadcast and get things going. The Cougars of Alexander are going to be receiving because they've won the toss. They'll be receiving to start the ball game. So we'll have the kickoff team, and of course the defense will be the first ones out there on the field. Greg, I kind of like the idea of having defense out there. Kind of, you and I talked about it, and we played and been around football all our lives, and it's just something nice about having the defense out there first because you don't have to worry so much about where the ball's going to go. You just got to line up and smack somebody.
Well, that's right, and one of the things I like about starting on defense, first of all, it gives you, and how many times have we seen at the end of the first half, the end of the second quarter, where the team that has the ball last has the momentum, and then they gain that momentum when they come back out in the second half. Plus, when you start the game defensively, you get to set that hard-hitting tone, from just back up and crack your helmet tone,
right?
From a defensive standpoint, you don't really get to do that on offense. So, but there's times when I want to start on offense. But tonight, I feel like defense is where we need to be starting first.
All right, so that's what we're going to do. We'll be kicking the ball off to start this ball game. Ball rests on the 40-yard line. Tigers will be going from right to left on your radio dial. Nice high kick. Be taken down at about the 5-yard line. Picked up, they run to the 15, to the 20, down the sideline, going out of bounds at about the 22-yard line, and that's where the Cougars of Alexander will have it first and 10.
Excellent coverage by the Tigers that time. It was the ball was kicked kind of short, and the up back came up just on a sprint and picks it up on the 10-yard line, and the Tigers was down the field in a hurry, and that really going to spot the ball on the 20-yard line, Jack. So that was really good coverage by the Tigers.
Let's force him out right there. Lines are a little bit hard to see on the far side, so we'll try to get those yard markers right as we go along. Looks like number 5, Brian Dansereau, is the quarterback. He'll be going from a shotgun set. Single back behind him. He's got twins to the near side, a man wide to the left side. Dansereau waits, takes the shotgun snap. Going to fake hand the ball off. Fakes it. Great fake. In fact, he's down the field to the 40. He's at midfield, and he's flying. Not the biggest guy. In fact, he just kind of bounces off our man down there, number 8 for the Tigers. That's Devontae Carter, who finally brings him in. But I tell you what, we bought all over the fake.
Well, we talked about that big kid at tailback. I believe it's number 14, Tyler Tolbert. And, the quarterback. Dansereau, Brian, he doesn't really look as big as Will Smith. So, and again, that football against those black jerseys and red numbers, hard to see.
Trips to the near side, go back to, really it's kind of a pistol set more than a shotgun set. He takes it, going to fake the handoff. He's going to carry the ball and get hit there at the line of scrimmage, wrapped up, and he's going to maybe lose a yard. Gets right across the 45, about the 44-yard line.
Jack, that was a broken play as Michael Tatum comes off the bottom of the pile along with Maurice Swain. But the quarterback turns to the left, and the fullback is coming on his right side, so it's like the quarterback didn't have anybody to hand off to, so kind of a busted play, and no gain on that as the Cougars from Alexander are inside Tiger territory at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, his tailback is deep behind him. He stands at about the 50-yard line. Going to take the snap. We're going to hand the ball off again, and we're going to grab him and pull him back about a 4-yard loss there. And just as the ball was handed off, we catch him by the jersey and drag him down.
Well, I think Big Maurice Swain was the very first one to come up off his left side and grab him by the jersey, hold him on, while Lamonte Truitt and Malcolm Tatum and Michael Tatum make that double tackle along with Devin Power, number 78, from his middle tackle position.
Tatums are all over the place. Once again, back to the kind of pistol set here. And either some movement by the Cougars, the Tigers are going to jump across the line and smack somebody.
Well, one of the things that we've noted about Michael Tatum, number 7, a senior, he really, really likes to anticipate that snap over the last few games, and it's cost us several 5-yard penalties, and it cost us again tonight.
Cost us 5 there. So it'll be 3rd down now and about 8.
It was helpful that on the 2nd down play we tackle him in the backfield.
Yep. So that loss of a couple of yards was very, very helpful. Again, they'll go trips to the top side. And we're going to jump off sides again. Same thing.
Well, as I looked up, I saw it looks like the right tackle kind of move his hand and flinch. But they're going to call it offsides against the Tigers. So, again, and I appreciate what Michael's trying to do is trying to create havoc in the backfield, try to get that 5 yards back. But that should, I was going to say it results in the first down, but he won't. It'll be actually 3rd down and 3.5 yards for the Cougars as the ball now rests on the Tigers' 36-yard line.
Cougars going to roll a man over to the near side of the field. Going to have twins to the far side. Might have too many people in the backfield, Greg, as I'm looking at it. I think that's going to be an illegal formation if they want to call it. They step up. A lot of time being taken. He's actually going to walk up under. Nope, now he steps back. I think they've got their alignment ready now. They're going to run a wide option, go around the far side. Tigers are going to get him, but he's going to get a first down to the 30-yard line.
I tell you, a lot of confusion on that play, Jack, from Alexander's standpoint. You're right, they only had 6 guys on the line of scrimmage. One of the coaches came up and told the wideout to step up on the line. He did, but it seemed like it had to be right on the edge of the delay of game because it just took so long for that play to get snapped. And then when it did, it was just a little toss sweep around the short side of the field, resulting in the first down as the ball rests on the 30-yard line.
9:39 left to go in the first quarter, no score. Alexander does a hard count, looks up, gets a play from the coach. They're running really kind of the quick offense. Not from a full shotgun set. A lot of people call it a pistol set. He stands about 5 yards back. Going to run that option. The quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to be swamped this time. Maybe gets a yard across the 30 to the 29. Bring up second down and 9.
I see Dalton Hadley, and I see Maury Swain, along with Devontae Carter getting up off that field, along with Darrell Dunlap. A lot of Tigers on that tackle after a 1-yard gain. And again, I saw him. The Tigers didn't bite on the fake up the middle. And I thought, wow, they've done gained about 7 yards. But as a result, the quarterback keeps it to really just a yard gain.
Once again, he's back. There's the hard count. Now they look up, check the play, looking at the coaches who are kind of signaling in different plays. Looks like, or else they're just did P90X. I can't tell which one it is. Now they're back. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off to the the tailback coming right through the middle, and he's going to get piled up and finally stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets another yard. Brings it third down and 8.
Well, I think they're going to be a lot more generous than you and I would be, Jack. It looks like they're going to give him about a 2.5, about a yard gain.
Well,
so
okay.
Third down and call it 7. Crucial play for the Tigers. Really, you could just sense a little bit of kind of almost like the Redan game. A lot of confusion. They hadn't gotten their rhythm, and they really feel like they need to get in that rhythm right quick, like to stop them. It's a big key third down.
Well, I'm sure they've been practicing a little bit different set than they're used to seeing as they run a trap play inside. Going to get about 2 more yards. It'll be fourth down and 5. Ball resting now at about the 27-yard line.
And looking over the sidelines, it looks like Alexander Cougars are in 4-down territory.
I would think so.
They just do not have a kicker.
I didn't see almost any kicking at all in pregame.
Right. There's a ball rest on the 27-yard line. That would be 42-yard attempt. No. Just not doable.
Actually, they've got him losing a yard. I thought he picked up about 2. So, again, twins to the near side, a man wide to the far side. He put a man in motion coming back to this near side, and they're going to run that option. They're going to lose the ball. Ball's going to go on the ground. So the Tigers will have it one way or the other, either by a fumble or go over on downs. And they'll have the ball at the 25.
All right. Well, we saw it was kind of a bad exchange from the quarterback to the tailback. Ball hits the ground about the time the tailback hits the line of scrimmage. And as you said, wasn't going to get a first down anyway, so the Tigers are going to take over. First and 10 as they're going to spot the ball on the 25-yard line. So clock sets at 7 minutes and 25 seconds into the first quarter. No score here at Alexander High School where the Alexander Cougars are hosting your Troup Tigers.
Don't forget, you can also listen to us on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com. You've got your choice of games tonight as Callaway. They have their game there as Will Smith's under center. Going to go back and hand it off. Actually, he's going to throw the ball. Great fake. And we're going to have some pushing and shoving. Going to have a call down there, but did he make the catch?
Malcolm Tatum comes down with a catch inside, but they actually, I say Malcolm, that is Ricky Frazier on a go pattern, and
all the way down to the 40-yard line.
It may be Malcolm Tatum. I can't see that far. I saw Trevor Spradlin coming off sidelines, and I said, I know that wasn't Trevor, but at any rate, nice pass, just laid it out there nice for him, but the cornerback just had to play catch up and was all in his face. Never looked back at the ball. And was all in his face. So they're going to call
pass interference against Alexander. It's going to be declined. They're going to call it a catch. I was worried about we were right there at the edge of the sideline. I was worried we'd not gone out of bounds. So now the ball is back across the 50. Tigers have it first and 10 at the 40.
That was a 35-yard pass play, Jack. So that's a nice
first down.
The first play of the game. I was pointing to the Tigers come out open center at a I backfield with 2 wideouts and I know this play isn't under review, is it? No,
well, now they seem to be walking it back. I'm not sure what's going on.
All right, it's a little bit confusing.
The officials walking back over this way. Actually saying it's not a catch, so they are going with the pass interference. So they'll mark off the yardage there. So they're saying it was not a catch.
Okay.
I was worried we were too close to the sideline on the far side.
Well, you actually assured me, Jack, that these were not the replacement refs. I begin to think these may be the replacement refs.
Pass interference, red.
Yes. And so they go back to the line of scrimmage, which was with 25.
All right, we're still in the 40, just the near 40.
That's right.
That's okay. Smith back under center, I formation behind him. Going to hand off to his fullback, who's going to fight for about 2, maybe 3 yards, brings up second down.
Bruce Danford right up behind Tristan Thompson. Tristan as a freshman starting right guard, as I mentioned in the pregame. Tristan gets a start for Maurice Swain, allow Maurice just to simply play defense, and follow behind him and big Hernandez Jackson to pick up about 4 yards, 2nd and 6 to the Tigers on their own 44-yard line.
Back in the backfield this time.
All right, we're going to have looks like we've got a timeout taken by the Tigers. A little bit of confusion on the next play to be called, Jack.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. 30 seconds back to the station. You're listening to Troup High School Tigers right here on Eagle Sports.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy, and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
That's exactly what we've got is more Troup High School Tiger football. The Tigers had one play that went about 35 yards for the Cougars of Alexander. They got the ball down inside the 30, down to almost the 27. They turned it over on downs. The Tigers took it there. Now they've got the ball all the way across the 40 to the 43-yard line, looking at second down and about 6. Quarterback Smith under center. He's got an I formation behind him. A man split wide left and right. Going to go to the tailback, Ricky Frazier, this time, who's just going to get piled up. But he's going to get across the 45, so gain of about a yard for third down.
They're going to spot him at about the 46, Jack. It'll be third and about 4.5, let's call it. And, the Tigers coming out in a different formation this week in an I backfield, single wideouts both sides. Just basically, we tried to run the ball with a wing, I was going to say the wing T, with a wishbone.
Please not.
Let's just see what we can do with a power I backfield. Not a power I, but just an I backfield. And so far, they've been able to pick up 2, 3, 4 yards of the carry.
And also had a beautiful pass play a minute ago.
That's right.
Barely out of bounds.
Right.
They'll go twins to the far side. Got a wing to the near side. Shotgun set. Takes the snap. They're going to hand it quickly into the backfield. Going to get upfield across down to the 50, and we might go to the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers!
A 54-yard trot by Darrell Dunlap off the right corner of him, handoff by Will Smith. Breaks it off the corner, breaks a couple of tackles, hits the corner, and turns on the speed and cannot be caught. Great job by the Tiger offense.
Great job of blocking. In fact, also great individual effort by Darrell because they had him in the backfield.
They did.
3 guys on him, but he fought through that. A lesser back would have gone down right there, but he got to the corner, got all the way down, and picks up the Tigers' score to get the first points on the board.
Trevor Spradlin will be making the hold.
Step, hold, kick is up, and that kick
hit the cross right. Up the upright,
yep,
Jack.
Is not good. So 6-0 is your score with 5:54 left to go in this first quarter of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
I'm in a state of caffeination, got all my fingers shaking. Must have been my large Americano, mochaccino, macchiato. Now the family's gone to bed, and that's my favorite time to get some tips on better rates. Cause my State Farm guy answers late, and even when it's not my agent, someone's standing by so patient. Getting coverage questions answered helps me to relax. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to more Troop Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troop High School Tiger football. Jack Woolman, Greg Hicks live from Alexander High School here in Douglasville, Georgia. The Tigers leading 6-0 right now after a 55-yard run. Daryl Dunlap looks like an offsides against the Tigers on the kickoff. So they'll back it down to the 35-yard line, and they'll re-kick from there.
Just a little tough getting into the rhythm as Nick Burek comes up to kick it, and he kind of hesitates a little bit and causing one of the upbacks to beat him to the line. And that's tough because the upback for Alexander had actually mishandled the
went over his head.
Yeah, and the Tigers were all over it. So here we go again.
Nick's going to give it another shot and does high kick, short kick this time. And he'll be taking it to 30, and he'll step out of bounds over there on the far side. And so they'll just bring it up to the 30, and that's where they'll have it 1st and 10.
You know, it looks like he was calling a fair catch, and he caught the ball because he's obviously that's a position that's really not used to catching the ball and running with it, Jack. So as soon as he caught it,
I'm gonna stop right here.
Yeah, and the referees were all over that. So Alexander will start 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. And again, would it be nice for the Tigers to come up and do either 3 and out or create a turnover real quick. So right now, you guys, it's 5:54 remaining in the first quarter. Troop Tigers 6, Alexander 0.
Back to the shotgun set. The quarterback dancer, number 5. Going to go for the hard count.
All right, that's what I thought. The right guard picked his head up a little bit, moved and flinched, and that's going to cost Alexander 5 yards.
Yep. Kind of just to kind of paint the picture what they're doing, that they'll line up, not get set. The linemen just kind of get down, but as he's barking the calls, one of the guys moved.
I was going to say, the PA announcer had offside Tigers. I said, he's so used to that. Unless I know I can't see very well, but I think it was pretty obvious that the right guard picked his head up.
Well, the officials, who are not the replacement officials, they saw that, so they backed him up by 5 yards. So 1st and 15 now for Alexander. Tigers with that 4-man front, kind of a 4-3 that they're running there. 2 safeties. Alexander comes back to the line. Twins to the top side, 1 man to the near. So there's a snap, going to quickly hand it off, and we're just going to be all over him. Did a good job of chopping his feet there. The Tigers going to stop him after a gain of only about a yard.
In the backfield was Michael Tatum and big 78 Devin Power. And you had Dalton Hadley from his middle linebacker position just hit him head on. A little help by Bruce Danford was able to bring him down. So really that results in really no gain. So 2nd down and 15 for the Cougars.
Back to the shotgun. They go with a hard count. Now they look up. Get their play from the sideline. Coaching is making a little change there. Getting their quarterback to back up a little bit. Maybe a little bit more time. He's going to hand the ball off once again. Ball's loose. Now it's picked up in the air by the quarterback. He's going to try to go around the left side, and they're going to get him down in the backfield. So another loss. This time it's going to be number 44 for the Tigers making that tackle. That's Dalton Hadley.
Well, I was just going to say Big Hammerhead was right there. He was hit so hard that the tailback, the ball came loose. I really couldn't get a number on who hit him. It was on Maurice Swain's side. The ball just came out of the air into the quarterback's hands. The quarterback then
I just handed this off to you. Why are you giving it back to me?
That's right. And then Big Dalton Hadley just absolutely crushed the quarterback. So 3rd down and 15.
Trips to the near side. Back to the shotgun set. He takes it. He rolls out. Coming. He's going to throw, and they've got a man wide open at the 50. They're going to tackle him, but it's a beautiful pass. We had Malcolm taking back there on the coverage, but he was all by himself out there.
Really, really nice design play by the Cougars. That basically was an option, and the quarterback looked like he was going to flip it, or then he would tuck it and run. And when he tucked it and run, the corner bit and came up to catch him, and he just simply threw it to the wideout who was dragging across the field, and just an excellent call play.
If it was me, I'd do the same thing back to the other side. They've got trips to the top side of the field. They look over the coaches to get their play. Back to the line. They'll reset. The quarterback standing on about the 40, ball resting on the 50-yard line. There's a snap, and the quarterback's going to try to escape on the outside. Cuts back to the inside because there's nothing to the outside. But to get about a yard, maybe 2, brings up 2nd down.
One of the things that the Tigers have to do, and it looks like we've got Michael Tatum down on the ground. And 2 weeks ago against Noonan, it was the same thing. He was so aggressive, just simply down on the ground a lot. So, and he actually had was an ankle injury, but I don't know what's happening here. It looks like he's kind of touching his back.
Yep, they're going to take care of him on the field. Let's go ahead and take a break. While they do that, let's take a 60-second break. Back to the station. The Tigers leading 6-0 with 3:55 left to go the first quarter of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tigers football on Eagle Sports.
Kia.
Jesse Lichter here from Kia of LaGrange. I'm inviting you to become part of our auto family. We're here to listen, understand, and give sound advice. If you're tired of lousy gas mileage or lack of versatility, I recommend the 2013 Kia Soul, awarded for quality by J.D. Power and Associates.
Can't tell if it's his knee.
New way to roll. It starts at only $14,400.
Like his left ankle.
Year 100,000 miles.
First and last name right there.
Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open 8 to 8, so don't be late.
Every day I'm shuffling.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now, back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, and we haven't mentioned him yet, but we want to mention Patrick Reagan joining us up here as our third man in the booth. He's doing the camera work. If you're watching on eagle1023.com, he's the man that's getting you all the great shots down the field. Taking a lot of time with that. Appreciate his hard work. They're going to snap the ball, hand the ball off to the tailback, and we're going to just eat him up. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe get another foot after that, but that's going to be about it.
The quarterback runs over to the sideline, to get his next play. And, right now, the Cougars really, through the first 9 minutes of this contest, really has had no really big success running the ball up the middle. Where their success has come from is a little play action.
Broken plays and also getting to the outside.
That's right.
And their man is not on the line. They're going to have to make an adjustment there. Again, I'm only okay, I see him on the far side. There we go. So we got twins to the near side. They're both in the backfield.
I tell you what, we called a lot of ball through the years, but these are some of the hardest uniforms to really pick.
There's the snap. We go back up to pass. Just straight drop back on it. Air it out down the sideline. And it's going to be thrown out of bounds. A nice attempt by the receiver to kind of reach out there. That's number 6 for the Cougars. His name is Paul McGregor.
Well, I tell you, excellent coverage by Ricky Frazier, too. Ricky had let him scoot over to the outside, didn't take his hand off of him, so he felt him all the way and really just kind of pushed him, not pushed him literally, but just kind of forced him to go out of bounds, and the ball was over the outside shoulder, thrown where it should be.
His presence there.
Yeah, and thrown where it should be, but the ball was out of bounds. So, speaking of Ricky Frazier, he'll be back inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line to take the punt.
They're going to be punting the ball away. There's the snap. No rush really by the Tigers. There's the kick. Kind of a screwball hitting about the 15, 10, and picked up there by Ricky. Ricky going to run up to the 20. So about a scary 10-yard return. Ooh, boy. The ball is still bouncing around. That thing is oddly shaped, and it will mess you up bad.
Yes, he had to actually reach out to his right to pick that up. And luckily, he was able to grab it, hold on to it. He picked it up about the 14, is able to pick up about 6 as he was hit pretty hard at the 20-yard line, and that's where your Tigers will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 2 minutes 44 seconds to go within this first quarter of play. Your Tigers up 6-0 on the PAT after a 54-yard run by Darryl Dunlap. The PAT hit the left upright and kind of bounced off, so that was the reason for your score 6-0.
Smith under center. Toss sweep going around the right side. It's going to be Ricky Frazier picking up first down yardage almost. It was just short of the 30. Looks like they're going to have him down to 25. He picks up about 4 more yards after that.
Let me tell you something. I looked, I was counting the number of tacklers, and it looks like they were all on him, and then he just kind of broke loose on 4 guys, couldn't bring him down. And, the Noonan coaches was telling us in the third quarter what a gamer number 10 was. And Ricky's got that kind of reputation where he gives you 100% of everything he does.
Back to the eye. Smith under center. Takes the snap. They'll hand it to the fullback this time. He's going to pick up the first down yardage and more. Across the 30, down to about the 33, 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers.
Give that first down credit to Bruce Danford as he follows big Levi Cornwell on the left side. And R.J. Hairston at your strong tight end on the left side is able to grind out about 4 yards. That'll be the Tiger first down. Ball's going to rest on the 37, call it 37.5-yard line as the clock's inside 2 minutes in this first quarter. Your Tigers up 6-0.
This little man wide left and right. Back to the I formation. This time it's going to go to the tailback, right up the middle, who spins, gets across the 35. Gain of about 3, 2nd and 7.
Again, just basically eye football, nothing fancy, setting it up. They'll get another pass play in the very first pass play attempt, and we thought was ruled a catch. Was the very first play of the game. We've yet to throw another pass. Really hadn't needed to. We picked up 4 yards, 4, 3, 4, 5 yards a game. You kind of like that offense.
We really only run about 6 plays in the whole ball game because, like, the third play there, we go for the touchdown.
That's right.
So Smith checks his line, makes an audible change. They run a 4-man front against us. Turns around, gives one more play to his fullback. There's a snap, and they're going to hand the ball to the tailback. They had a good rush coming in, and they're going to get us in the backfield. We're going to lose about 3, maybe 4 yards on that one.
It's really the first significant defensive play that the Cougars have had. A little confusing as the Tigers come to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they changed the play a couple times. Turned around to the back, announced it to Ricky Frazier and to Lamonte Truitt, and just didn't quite pan out the way it wanted to. Tigers will lose. They're gonna chalk them losing about 3 yards, be third down and call it 8, if you will. And
actually a fairly generous spot.
I tend to agree with you, Jack. I really felt like we were probably lost about 4 or 5 on that play.
Real split man wide to the near side, wide to the left side, back to the eye. Smith going to back up, fake the handoff, turn, got a man in his face. He escapes one, but they get him the second time. So down at the 28-yard line with a sack, the Tigers will be forced to punt the ball away.
He drops, Will Smith drops about 7 yards deep, 6 to 7 yards. About the time he plants, unfortunately for Levi Cornwell, he gets kind of his defensive end beats him to the outside. He's able to get an arm on Will. Will tries to spin away and get away, just didn't work. So the Tigers lose about 6 on that one. It'll be 4th down and 13 as the quarter ends. First end quarter, your Tigers 6, Alexander Cougars 0.
We'll go to the second quarter in just a moment. Right now, you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Great time. Gather up your friends and head to the Brick House Grill in downtown LaGrange. Enjoy live entertainment every weekend. Thursday nights it's karaoke as well as ladies' night. On Saturdays, come cheer for your favorite college football team and enjoy their football specials. Check out their new menu. Sunday from 11 until 3, the Brick House Grill has their family lunch specials. A meat and 2 vegetables, $8.95. 3 veggies, $9.95. Starting at 4, get spaghetti and meatballs for $9.95. They have plenty of TVs to watch exciting NFL action. The Brick House Grill, Broom Street in downtown LaGrange.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. While they make the transition, let's go ahead and do one more 30-second spot. We're live from Alexander. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG. Well, actually, we'll keep it here. All right. We'll keep it here as the Tigers going to punt the ball away. They're down on the field waiting to snap. There's the snap, the kick. High kick hit at about the 40, bounces, and Alexander going to get away from it. And the Tigers will down it there, and Alexander have the ball 1st and 10 from the 37.
Devontae Carter just simply beat the coverage down to the field, and the ball hit on about the 38, bounced right up into his hands at the 35, and that's where the Cougars will take over, 1st and 10. At the 35-yard line to begin the second quarter of play. Again, if you're just tuning us in, at about the 5:54 mark of the first quarter, Darrell Dunlap goes around left end for 54 yards. He's actually tied up in the backfield, breaks it loose, trots 54 yards for the Tiger score. The PAT hits a left upright, and that's why we're at 6-0 is your score as we start this second period of play. Looks like we've got a lot of fog starting.
Yeah, rolling in a little bit there
on the field. Sure does.
I don't know if we're cooking hamburgers down there, a little fog coming in. There's the snap. Quarterback going to roll out on a nice little design play. Looking, throws it out in the flats. And it's going to be caught at the 50-yard line. So,
nice. Yeah.
It was a really neat little play they had there.
A little misdirection in the backfield. He rolls out to the far side of the field. Both wideouts are going deep at about 20-yard mark. One turns, just comes to slams on brakes, turn around, come back. He's wide open at the 50-yard line, so that'll be a 15-yard pass play by the Cougars as they've got 1st down at midfield.
Again, trips to the near side. He'll bark there. Look back to the sideline. Check with his coaches to see what to do. And he'll back up. Wait for the shotgun snap. Takes it. Low snap, but he gets it off to his. Actually, he's going to keep it and be tackled at about the 48-yard line. He gets across the 50. Brings up 2nd down and 8.
You're right, Jack. So it's a little misdirection, and he's the one that turned out to be going in the wrong direction. Yeah. He has to stop and plant it and then turn it up beside his left tackle. and he picks up about 3 hard yards as the Tiger pursuit pulls the quarterback down at that time. So 2nd down and 7 as the ball is inside Troup territory at the 47-yard line.
Again, they bark at the line. And you know what that does? It also kind of messes up with our timing as we're trying to get down there, try to get across the line real quick. That kind of barking the call and then looking to the sideline slows us up. Once more, they're looking. There's the snap. And he's going to keep it, go around the 50, trying to get to the corner. And he's a fast little guy, but he's not quite fast enough. And is that a shoe or a flag that went down?
No, there shouldn't be a flag. They're rolling he picks up maybe a yard, maybe 2. They're going to show him credit for, they're going to give him about 3 yards. No, 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5 as the ball rests just outside the 45-yard line of the Tigers.
Yeah, that was a shoe. It looked like a flag there. So wasn't sure.
You know, to be a not-so-big quarterback for the Cougars, he's really aggressive. We talk about Will Smith being tough as nails. And this kid here, he takes a licking so far, and he keeps on ticking. And he's got a pretty good arm with him. He runs a good offense for the Cougars.
They put a man in motion. Going to be out to the near side, and they'll stop now. There's a snap. Quarterback going to back up. Maybe a screen in the middle of the field, and that's what it was. But it's going to hit down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give credit to the defense as Dalton Hadley and Devontae Carter. But Dalton Hadley's the first to hit him at about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, makes that rush. And as Coach Kendall will tell you, not only was that good coverage, as you had the slot back coming right behind the linebackers, Dalton was on an all-out blitz, was able to pick the quarterback up 10 yards deep. And that's going to be 4th down and 5, so the Cougars with their 2nd punt of the game.
Their punter will stand on the 43-yard line.
The first time he punted, Jack, if you remember, it's kind of a wobbly duck-looking punt. So Ricky Frazier stands on the 10-yard line.
Low snap, bounces up to him. We don't really have a rush coming. Line drive. It's going to hit the 10. And it's going to go out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will have it, 1st and 10. Let's take a 30-second break. Back to the station. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is Hines Road in LaGrange with master on the main floor, spacious floor plan loaded with closet space, and gourmet kitchen with granite countertops for only $205,000. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. The Tigers going to hand the ball off on the far side and struggled to pick up a couple of yards there. 2nd down.
Looks like Big Dunlap took the ball on a similar play to our touchdown play off the left tackle and just got hit about 2 yards out. It was kind of stuffed. It was a 2-yard gain. But what I was going to say is he's coming back. You know, Tigers have the 1st down on the 9-yard line and starts our 89-yard drive.
Yeah, that's it. Smith will go to the shotgun set. Takes the snap. Hands the ball quickly to the line. Going to bounce to the outside to the 20. And looks like that's going to be 1st down yardage.
I tell you, give credit to Darrell Dunlap. And that whole right side is big Mitch Mathis. And then Levi Cornwell even comes from his left side around to take a downfield block. And then Darrell Dunlap just breaks 2 or 3 tackles to get across the 20 for a Tiger 1st down. So 3 plays, 11 yards for the Tigers. They're now taking it at the 20-yard line as we're into the 2nd quarter with 8:35 to go. Your Troup Tigers leading this contest 6-0 over Alexander Cougars.
Tigers will have their fullback up into right behind the tackle. Smith will take the shotgun snap, hand the ball off again to this tailback, who's going to fight for some yardage across the 20 to about the 22, 2nd and 8.
You know, one of the things that I like to see is you got big Levi Cornwell, a senior, leading the way for freshman Tristan Thompson. And they're both taking their guys and pushing them 7-8 yards down the field.
Yep.
So that's what you like to see as an offensive line coach, when you can manhandle your block 6-7 yards down the field. So eventually that's going to open up some holes for the Tigers.
And play to the echo of the whistle. Once more to this kind of unique set here. We'll take it and going to hand the ball off in the line. Going to pick up yardage. Great job of breaking tackles across the 30 down to the 35-yard line. And once again, tremendous running on the feet of Darrell Dunlap.
I tell you, Darrell Dunlap, and I've said before many times, he is such a deceiving runner. You think he's caught in the backfield. He's got such strong legs, and he has, as Coach Kendall said, he's more of a gallop, if you will. not really a lot of quick feet, but he'll just carry you for 3, 4, 5, 6 yards and break tackles left and right. He's just really elusive.
One of the guys had him in the backfield, had him by the ankle, and he just ripped his feet right out from inside the guy.
That's right. So the ball rests on the 30, just inside the 35-yard line for the Tigers.
Take the snap. Going to fake it. Going to throw quickly, and it's going to be caught at the 40. We're going to get some upfield motion. A nice little quick hitter, Greg.
Nice job by Will Smith. Kind of a little stab pass, about a 6-yard stab pass to Trevor Spradlin, his first official catch of the year, and he makes good use of it. He catches it about the 4-yard mark, and he runs up the field for about 8-yard gain to be second down and 2. So nice little play pass. The coaches obviously saw some soft corners and said, let's try it. And really, when he threw his pass out to Trevor, I really thought he was going to take it down to our go route. And I believe that was Malcolm Tatum, and he'd have had him open as well.
This time we're going to try to hand the ball off again in the backfield to the tailback. Wow, we are just dragging the Cougars down the field. We pick up another first down across the 45, but he was hit back at the 40.
And Jack, I want to give credit. That was Malcolm Tatum on the run. He was caught in the backfield 2 yards deep and just continued to turn and churn. And we've got a Tiger down on the field. I can't see from here. I don't know if it's a skilled player, as in a running back, or if it's an offensive lineman, but I see Malcolm Tatum taking a knee right there as if, hey, that was part of your responsibility there to help me out, and you proved the way. Let me sit here and see if I can help you out. But
well, they take care of the injured Tiger. We're going to take a break. 6:43 left to go in the first half. 6-0 is your score. Let's take a 60-second break. Back to the station. 2 spots. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Car won't start? Or does your problem sound a little more like that? Come to Stanford Automotive to get your car in tip-top shape quick with a reliable team of automotive specialists. Stanford Automotive, 706-882-0186. 66 Youngs Mill Road in LaGrange. Stanford Automotive, 706-882-0186.
To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football. Jack Horn, Greg Hicks. Patrick Reagan running the camera for us. Tigers going to pick up another first down. A great pass play across the 40-yard line. Smith again will take the shotgun snap. Hand the ball off to Darrell Dunlap, who's going to break it to the outside. Fights his way for maybe a yard. Brings up second down and 9.
Again, Darrell Dunlap's just caught in the backfield, Jack, as everybody on Alexander's. You could just start to hear the fans from Alexander just really gaining a lot of respect for number 16, Darrell Dunlap, is that they know he's just hard to bring down. Let's go back, folks. On a previous timeout, we had an injured player. That injured player happens to be number 10, senior Ricky Frazier. So we hope everything's all right with him. He's looks like he's jogging around on the sidelines now, but he was favoring that right leg, Jack. But he's jogging on the sidelines now. That's really good.
There's the snap. We're going to hand the ball off to Dunlap, who's going to break a hole, get across the 30, down to the 25-yard line. Another big first down. And look at the downfield block out there by the Tigers.
I'm telling you, I see big Mitch Mathis and Tristan Thompson. I'm liking what I see in this Tristan Thompson kid. I said it all last year. Mitch was a freshman. I think I like to see Tristan Thompson as a freshman blocking downfield, really opening some holes. But again, give credit, off the left side with Levi Cornwell, and opens up a hole on the left side. And Darrell Dunlap's caught in the backfield, breaks that tackle for another 7 or 8 yards, picks up a Tiger first down as the ball rests on the 25-yard line.
5:31 left to go in the first half. 6-0. Tigers now the ball at the 25-yard line and the first down. We're going to move and lose 5 yards.
Well, let's just say this. That's really the first offensive penalty of the night for the Tigers. And the only reason we had a couple of defensive penalties was we were trying to get aggressive on offside. So, again, a lot of improvement with 2 weeks off. You would expect maybe a little bit more rust, but so far the Tigers are looking good, executing well.
While we were in the timeout, they're taking care of the injured play. Let's go back. We had a completed pass, beautiful completed pass with Will Smith, a roll to his right, got about a 14 yards down the field to pick up a first down. They're really building the momentum.
And that pass was to number 2, Malcolm Tatum, who not only caught the pass, but then turned and ran it upfield about another 7 or 8 yards.
Tigers now will go back to the wishbone and going to hand the ball off to Ricky Frazier back in. He finds a hole, gets to the 20, down to the 10, 5, touchdown Tigers!
Ricky Frazier, what a nice return from a gimpy right leg where he just breaks it off left tackle behind Levi Cornwell from about 35 yards, 36 yards out, and trots into the end zone untouched. So nice justification for Ricky coming back off that injury.
Liked it. Again, really like the multiple sets we've seen in this ball game, Greg. We've seen the eye, seen the go back to the shotgun with a really kind of a unique way of having the back to his left kind of stacked up there. Looks like we might be going for 2 to try to pick up the 2 extra points that we missed.
Well, right now at 4:58, that would be a 36-yard run by Ricky Frazier. You're right, it's 12-0. Troup Tigers over the Alexander Cougars, and the ball will rest on the 3-yard line as the Tigers, you're right, Jack, are going for 2.
We'll go trips to the right side. We'll go to the shotgun. Single back set in the backfield. There's the snap. We back up the pass. Throw a quick out. Caught. Turn up field. Get to the end zone. He does. We pick up the 2-point conversion.
Nice little stab pass out to number 24 for the Tigers, Marcus Ward, a junior. Hadn't heard a lot about Marcus Ward already, but what a nice set of hands he's got as Will Smith takes it from the shotgun, takes a one-step drop, turns, fires it out to the flats, and from there Marcus takes it on in, gets hit at about the 2-yard line, but just jams it in the end zone. That'll bring you score to an even 14 points. Your Troup Tigers 14, Alexander Cougars 0.
Let's take a quick 30-second break. The Tigers leading, as Greg said, 14-0 with 4:58 left to go in the first half of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance agent with Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens to your car, home, or business. In this moment, get an agent who'll protect you in that moment. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com. You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, Patrick Reagan running the. Actually, I tell you what, he has been a great producer for us tonight. We had trouble getting on the line to start off things, and he worked over here and just did amazing work there. A sophomore at LaGrange College. We appreciate him joining us with the broadcast team tonight. We'll be
and another feline.
Yes,
man, we got Panthers, Cougars, and Tigers all over the place.
Oh, my. Panthers, Cougars, and Tigers. Oh, my. Nick Burek will kick the ball off. It's taken at the 20-yard line. They'll begin to move it up the field from there, across the 30, and be taken down there just short of the 30, actually, so that's where the Cougars will have it 1st and 10.
Nice coverage by number 36, Kevin Murray, as he is, and we talked about coming up here tonight, Jack, where we have teams that just simply, or guys that just simply do kickoff or kickoff return or punt return, and Kevin Murray is one of those. He's an outside linebacker, 6'1", 184, but tremendous speed. As you're right, only a 10-yard return by the Cougars, and thanks to Kevin Murray. Don't get a lot of those guys' names called out a lot, so good job by the Tigers getting downfield.
Cougars will break the huddle from the sideline, go straight to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback, number 5, Dancereau, will have in the backfield, number 2, Michael Davis. Not a real big guy, probably a quick back. Stacked twins to the left and right. They go with a quick count and kind of a hard count there. Now, this is the first time we've seen this formation with the stacked receivers on the left and right. Tigers, a little later, they bring in the house and they snap it over the head, but I think we're going to go. Timeout was called right before the ball was snapped.
I really thought it was motion on the offensive line. And not only that, but the center snapped it well over the head.
Well, I think he kind of felt a little pressure coming.
That's
they
right.
Take a timeout. We take one as well. 14-0 is your score. 4:51 left to go in this first half of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Mention LaGrange College and the word 1 pops up a lot. Like the student-faculty ratio is 11 to 1. That means plenty of one-on-one time with professors. Our students work for number 1 companies, earn Emmy and Grammy nominations, and they give back to their communities, which is wonderful. We are LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. One visit, and you'll see why. LaGrange.edu/journey.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
4:51 left to go in the first half. 14-0 is your score. The Tigers leading this one right now. And the Cougars have the ball. Back to the shotgun snap. Again, they're stacking their wide receivers, one behind the other on the left and right, a single back in the backfield. Not the back they've been running most of the time. Now they're going to put him in motion. They're going to throw a stab pass to him around there, and we're going to be all over him and bring him down to the 25. No flag, but we came really close to being around the face mask.
Well, you could see that, really, he was calling for a horse collar, one of the coaches, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know that he's not correct on that call or missed call.
We got him up high.
And he's explaining to him that he caught him on his shoulder pads, kind of down low, but, wow, that was a quick one. They're going to call timeout again. No, he's calling a play. I thought he was calling a timeout, Jack, one of the Alexander coaches. So Alexander has the ball, second down and 14.
Back to the same format. Tigers look like they're going to bring a blitz again. Coaches are, again, making their calls from the sideline. They look back down. Shotgun snap. Tigers have 6 men on the line. And the quarterback was looking to hand the ball off to his right. His back ran to his left. So that's a little bit of a broken play there. So that's going to be a loss of several yards across back to about the 23-yard line.
And and isn't that one spot of the field, Jack, we talked about, kind of fog settle in between the 30 and the 20, maybe 30 and the 15. It's just kind of a little heavy fog right there on that side of the field. I don't know if it's kind of like San Francisco when I live out there, kind of in a hole. And I look down here, and there's also a fog in the left end zone as well.
Some water nearby somewhere. Same format. Going back up to pass. Looking downfield. He's got a man in the middle of the field. Oh! Almost picked off, but just going in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. So that'll bring up fourth down, and they'll have to punt the ball away.
Well, he was wide open a little. Just if you were in the wing tee, you'd call that a waggle. But basically took the slot back and just simply drug him across the middle of the field and wide open. Good call as the backers for the Tigers got caught out of position. Luckily, it was tipped off his hands and almost picked by the Tigers.
Yep.
If we'd given another yard,
it was up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
3:25 left to go in the first half. 14-0 as the Cougars will have to punt the ball away. Their punt kicker standing on about the 12-yard line, and they're going to stop the play.
Malcolm Tatum, number 2, and Ricky Frazier, number 10, standing back at the 35-yard line as the Cougar punter. We've got offsides by the Tigers. Not going to really amount to anything. It's not going to help them at all, but it'll move the spot from
it'll give them a chance to kick the ball.
Yeah, it'll move them from the 24 out to the 34-yard line, 29-yard line, if you will. So really, Tatum and Frazier don't even move because. So far, the first 3 punts, been kind of wobbly and duckishly, if you will.
There's the snap. They're going to put a rush on. We block it. There's the ball on the ground. Tigers see it and don't realize that they blocked it, but now they get on it. Down at the 12-yard line, a huge special teams play by the Tigers.
Well, Big Maurice Swain if you could just replay that, Big Maurice Swain just come in over everybody and just reached out with his big old paws and blocked that thing down to the ground. And number 40, Michael Macfield, had come in. And you had 3 of them they were so, I want to pick it up, and it fell on it. So good job by the Tigers.
I don't know that they really knew what to do. It's like, because there was 4 of them standing around the ball going, hey, look, it's rolling.
That's right.
Should we get on this thing?
Well, guys, listeners, with 3:17 remaining until halftime, your Tigers up 14-0, and looks like they're going to be asking for another score as they take over 1st and 10 on the Alexander 13-yard line.
Twins to the near side. Smith under center, going to put a man in motion back towards him. Tall sweep going around the right side. It's going to be Ricky Frazier. Going to hit, man, he drives a guy across the 5, gets down to, they're going to mark it at the 2-yard line, but he's hit at about the 7 and just drives a man 5 more yards down the field.
I want to say a couple of things. You had that man in motion. That was Trevor Spradlin, and Trevor just kind of came in on a slow inside motion, did a little chop in his feet, and he just curled off the tight of the defensive end, which really opened that lane up for Ricky Frazier. And then I saw Tristan Thompson, again, a freshman, downfield blocking. Mm-hmm. Man, I can't say that enough, how important that is. As the Tigers on the 2-yard line looking to score again.
Smith back under center. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off to his fullback, who's going to go in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers!
I mentioned his name several times. Bruce Danford takes that fullback handoff from Will Smith and right up behind Tristan Thompson. And Mitch Mathis in for a 2-yard score. Puts the Tigers up with 2:56, 20-0.
So Danford with a 3-yard touchdown run. Tigers will set up to kick the PAT. Burek will be in there to make that attempt. Trying to make it 21-0. 2:56 left to go. But again, this was created by great special teams play with Maurice Swain getting, as Greg coined it, a paw on the ball. And we got down on it there at the 14. 2 plays later, we're scoring. There's the kick. and it is through the uprights, and it is good. 21-0 with 2:56 left to go in the first half of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Caring about people, building relationships, supporting our community. At CB&T, it's what we do, day after day, year after year. During our 71 years, we've worked hard to be the bank more people in Troup County trust with their money. So it's probably no surprise that we have 3 local branches and more ATMs to serve you than any other bank in the area. We're CB&T, familiar faces and a welcoming smile. CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 2:56 left to go in this first half of play. 21-0 is your score. Tigers leading this one. And the PAT was good by Will Bates, putting it through the uprights.
You know, you asked me, you said, was that Will Bates? You know what? It sure was, because a left footer.
Yep.
We should know that. Big Will, or I should say Little Will. We got Little Will Bates and Little Will Smith.
We got to quit calling them Little.
Little. Well, okay. Well, I need to lose some weight. If I lose some weight, they'll be big.
I'll call you Little Greg if you lose some weight.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to that.
Nick Burek will be doing the kickoff duties, though. The ball rests at the 40-yard line. He steps up, kicks the ball off. His best kick tonight, a side winder, taking it to 5. And the Tigers going to try to cover it there. They get up to the 25 and down the field to the 30. Get across there, going to be going out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it. They'll mark him down at about the 37, so really good return by the Cougars.
You know, and a lot of the Alexander fans and really the coaches aren't complaining because they know it was kind of a momentum as we had Cofield for the Tigers kind of come in, and he really didn't lay a lick more than he just bumped into a blocker and kind of knocked him out of bounds. And a lot of the fans really, and I appreciate that. When you just look up and you see that, you assume that it was a personal foul, but had they been watching a play, they would have noticed that it was just kind of a bump and run, if you will. He just kind of tripped over him, and it looked a lot worse than it was. But
so the Cougars now with the ball. 21-0 is the score. The Tigers leading it. They put a man in motion. Quarterback all alone in the backfield. Going to back up looking, and he's going to pump and throw it to the middle of the field. It's going to be picked off at the 50 by the Tigers.
You know, Malcolm Tatum just sitting there waiting from his center field position. He had all over the tight end. Bad decision by the quarterback. The quarterback's made some good decisions all night long. Under pressure, Cofield and I want to say Swain was in the grips, and he decided to throw it. And there's Malcolm Tatum at about the 47-yard line. Picks it off and is immediately tackled. So the Tigers, with 2:42 remaining, has another chance to put another 7 on the board before halftime.
So they'll make their way back on the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 now. Ball rests on the 47-yard line. The official will place it there. We'll go back to the eye. Smith going to back up. And he's going to throw the ball on 1st down. Has a nice route, and he's going to be intercepted. Nope, he's going to lose the ball. Almost intercepted that time by the Cougars. And the guy was running step by step with our guy.
Well, it looks like he knocked his breath out of him, and then, I can understand it, but great defensive play. But I'm going to tell you something. I like the thought of Coach Kendall. He said, Malcolm just intercepted that one. Let's put him on a go
right
route.
Back after him. Yep.
And had Will, pretty pass by Will, but give me 3 more yards on that pass, and that's another 6 points.
But again, I like the call. I like going downfield. I like the aggressiveness. 2:36 left to go. Not a lot of time off the clock on that play. 21-0 again. Tigers leading this one. Smith will go back under center. A man split wide, left and right. I formation behind him. Takes a snap. Tall sweep going around the left side to Ricky Frazier. Frazier dodges one. Gets across the 45. Goes down to the 40. And it's hit pretty hard there. They back him up. But he fights for good yardage down to the 40-yard line.
He's going to pick up about 7 good yards on that one. That's going to bring up about 3rd down and 3, maybe call it 3.5. For the Tigers, and nice little tall sweep out to the left, following big Levi Cornwell out on that left side. And long you had Trevor Spradlin at the slot back, and he's able to come back and block also on that outside linebacker to let Ricky turn up field. So they're going to show it 3rd down and 4 as the ball rests on the 40-yard line of Alexander.
Under 2 minutes now. Tall sweep going around the right side this time. It's going to be Darrell Dunlap who's going to be the ball carrier. Stumbles and stays up. Gets across the 30, and a late flag as he goes out of bounds, but a 1st down picked up by the Tigers.
And where that flag was thrown, it could be a downfield block, which we've been talking about all night, but it's also probably a downfield clip, which would bring the ball back. But that was after the 1st down, so let's see how they're going to.
Holding.
It's holding.
Yep.
from the spot of the foul. And since he had already got the first down, Jack, it should remain first down. They'll just back it up about 10 to 15 yards, depending on the spot. Right now the flag was thrown at about the 30-yard line, so they're going to back it up a 10-yard spot to the 40. Should be first down, though, for the Tigers.
Well, now, wait a minute.
Let's see how they, because it was after you could.
Well, they marked it off from the spot of the foul, which would pick them up the first down. So it should be first down at the 40-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to remain third down.
Okay.
All right, we need to learn our rules, listeners. We appreciate it. We appreciate y'all listening to us and bearing with us, but we'll educate ourselves. But third down and 3 from the 40.
Trips to the far side. Smith rolls out, got a couple of guys in his face, steps up in the pocket, going to keep the ball, fighting his way downfield, going to pick up the first down at the 35-yard line.
I tell you, big Will Smith takes the ball, tucks it. He misses one tackle, misses two. He's grabbed by the third one. He spins and twists, and some guy from Alexander absolutely knocks him across the first down yardage. So good job by Will Smith and that entire offensive line.
So he fights out for a first down at the 35-yard line. Minute 32 left to go. Clock continues to tick. Tigers going to break the huddle in a moment. Thought they were breaking there. Now they make their way back to the line of scrimmage. First down again from the 35. Smith goes to the shotgun formation. He's got a man just to his left, a wing to the right, twins to the far side. Snap to him. Going to hand the ball off to his tailback. Going to get to the 30 and fight down to about the 28-yard line. Down to a minute left. Tigers may call a timeout here, and they do. So a timeout called on the field with a minute 3 left to go. 21-0 is your score. Let's take a 30-second break and listen to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Mom, Dad, kids, watch what happens when two separate things become one beautiful, glorious thing. No longer will there be any arguing, shouting, or tear-dropping, but instead only hugging, high-fiving, and loving. That's because Orange Julius has been added to Dairy Queen. Kids get their favorite Dairy Queen treats like blizzards, ice cream cones, sundaes, and shakes, while Mom and Dad gets a delicious Orange Julius fruit drink, premium and light premium fruit smoothies. It's all there together at one store. No longer is it Dairy Queen or Orange Julius, but rather it's Dairy Queen and Orange Julius on New Franklin Road in LaGrange.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Well, by the power vested by our listeners, we're going to promote a kid from the 9th grade to 10th grade.
and I have to say that it was my sister-in-law. She's a great heart doctor. I mean, a heart nurse, but she's worked on a few hearts, I'm sure. But she says that a friend of hers who was listening, and we appreciate that friend listening, tell your brother-in-law that Tristan is not a sophomore. I mean, not a freshman, he's a sophomore. I said, I'm just going by what Coach Kendall told me to say. So we appreciate the correction, and we'll call him a sophomore until I can prove you wrong. I'm just joking.
Smith will take the shotgun snap. He's going to hand the ball off to his tailback, who again finds a big
Look
hole
here.
To the 10, 5, touchdown Tigers!
Wow, can you imagine Ricky Frazier? It should have been tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He dances left, he dances right, he's back dancing to the right in the middle of the field, just between the hash marks, and nobody's there. And he just simply trots in from about 35 yards out for a Tiger touchdown with 56 seconds remaining into this half. It's now 27-0, your Tigers lead.
Will Bates set to attempt the point after touchdown. Down to a knee is his holder. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 28-0 with 56 seconds left to go in the first half of play. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, Patrick Reagan from LaGrange College. I guess we should say from LaGrange College Sports, as he's does some filming work over there for them. Appreciate him joining us tonight as our third guy in the booth. 56 seconds left to go in the first half. 28-0 is your score.
And that last one came on a 30-yard run by Ricky Frazier, number 10. He has scored our last 2 touchdowns. Ricky went out with an injury and comes back and scores our last 2 touchdowns.
Nick Burek kicks the ball off. High kick. Hit it at the 10. Bounces deep. Going to roll into the end zone, just barely in the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 20, and that's where the Cougars will have it 1st and 10 with less than a minute to go.
You know, you just kind of sense now they may come back in the second half after some adjustments, and these Cougars come out like they're playing a state championship game.
Mm-hmm.
But on that particular return, there was lack of effort by most of them, and particularly the deep man. He just kind of let it roll into the end zone, and and it's almost like I'm not even going to chase after it, and it barely got over the goal line.
I mean, if we just another second, we could have touched it down at the 1 or the 2 yard line.
That is correct. So, you know, you kind of wonder, hey, these guys are 0-3 and they're down, and nothing seems to be going right in the second quarter.
Quarterback's going to pull it, get upfield, and tackled hard at the 25-yard line. And if I've got a little quarterback like Dansereau there, I don't know if I'm sending him up in that middle quite as often.
But you got to give kudos to their quarterback. What's his number? Number 5, Brian Dansereau. The kid is just true grit, and he's all over the place, and there's no give up in him. He's all fight. So Maurice Swain goes down on that one, kind of shaking up. He's coming off limping, and he's got to go out for a play. So they're going to bring in number 40 for the Tigers. Let's get his name as one of the guys that we haven't called a lot this year. Number 40 for the Tigers is Michael Macfield.
And they're going to run right where Swain stepped out. Macfield does a good job of kind of trying to plug the hole, but they're going to pick up a first down across the 30. They'll stop the clock to move the chains. 28 seconds left to go. So they'll pick up a first down.
Well, we appreciate all our listeners, particularly our wives. As Amy says, you guys are sounding good. It sounds like our boys are doing great. Go Tigers. So, except we're breaking in and out, so we'll have to give that technical difficulty to Coleman. How's that?
The ball's on the ground, and we're going to get him down at the 20-yard line. That may be the last play of the first half.
As that happened at the 12-second mark. So, you know, again, nothing going right in the second quarter for Alexander.
They'll tick down, and that'll be the end, as we said, of the first half of play. Tigers have put 28 points on the board in the first half. 28-0 against Alexander and the Alexander Cougars. In a moment, we'll come back, and we'll have the Tiger Marching Band on the field. We'll be joined by Johnny Hurd, the director and leader of the Tiger Marching Band, joining us at halftime as well. We'll also be joining our friends over at the Callaway game. We'll be talking to Tony Walls and that group, getting some background on how their game's going at halftime. But right now, the Tigers are leading, as we said, 28-0 here at Alexander. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240. Just back to the station. We'll finish up this spot break and go to the first spot break in halftime. And we'll be right back here on Eagle Sports.
State of is a drag and a trial. When I bought my cheap insurance, should have known this day would come. Now I've had an accident and I'm quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Kia.
With your friends and head to the Brick House Grill in downtown. Enjoy live entertainment every weekend. Thursday nights it's karaoke as well as ladies' night. On Saturdays, come cheer for your favorite college football team and enjoy their football specials. Check out their new menu. Sunday from 11 until 3, the Brick House Grill has their family lunch specials. A meat and 2 vegetables, $8.95. 3 veggies, $9.95. Starting at 4, get spaghetti and meatballs for $9.95. They have plenty of TVs to watch exciting NFL action. The Brick House Grill, Broome Street in downtown LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, staff are that team. These teammates listen, and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information, Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is 219 East Yorktown. Custom built in a fantastic lake community, hardwood flooring, formal dining, huge master suite for only $239,900. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football on the field. Is the pride of Troup County, the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band, and they're taking us on a tour of some great 80s songs. I'll have to talk to Johnny Hurd as we come back leading 28-0, and the first song that he plays is Another One Bites the Dust. I don't know if it's going to get us trouble up here because we've had incredible hospitality by the folks here at Alexander. They've been very, very gracious, and we appreciate their fans and their leadership up here for welcoming us up here to this ball game. But Tigers leading right now. We're going to take a few moments to let you listen to the Tiger Marching Band down on the field. Pride of Troup County, the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band there. They're kind of toured through the 80s. Don't Stop Believing, the last song there. I'm sure that you recognize that. Kind of going back into our halftime set as Greg and I are going to talk a little bit about football. But, Greg, I want to try something technology-wise tonight. Got a lot of folks that listen to us kind of all over the place. Of course, we've got folks listen to us on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com, where they're able to go there and check out the game. They're having a few technical difficulties with the Callaway game, but our appreciation to Coleman and all them working on that. But you can click on the live streaming. Patrick's got that running very well for us. But I listen to a lot of sports on the radio, as I know you do as well, and because you have the Fox Sports broadcast that we have there on Eagle Sports, and of course ESPN. We both watch a lot of that, and Sports Center probably starts both of our day every day. But one of the things they talk about, and the athletes do a lot, is Twitter. And they kind of tweet all over the place and all that kind of stuff. Well, I have set up a Twitter account for our broadcast. It is WLAG Sports is the name of the Twitter account. And so it is it's one that I have with the station. So it's if you'll kind of hashtag WLAG Sports or go on there and search it. You can search my name, Jack Mormon. It's be under Jack Mormon Jr. But we'd love for you to go out there and follow us on Twitter at WLAG Sports and start letting us know what you think about it during the ball game. Of course, you go to mine or to Greg. You don't have a Facebook page. Mud Creek, they have.
I have a personal Facebook page. Plus, Mud Creek Graphics has a Facebook page. So,
but a lot of I have several friends out there that follow me on Facebook. So go there and put what you think about the ball game. Kind of have some interaction, especially looking forward to a positive second half as we're leading 28-0. And it'd be fun to interact with a lot of our listeners there on Twitter and Facebook. So if you have a chance at WLAG Sports, WLAG SPORTS. Is the profile there. So we'd love for you to go out there and try that out and see if you can connect to us. I'd love to have 15, 20, 100 followers by the time the night's over and folks letting us know what they think about this ball game.
And you know what, Jack, I was just going to offer the first 10 unique, different, if you will, Twitters.
Twits.
Let's don't go that far. You guys come by Mud Creek Graphics right there, located behind the soon-to-be newly constructed CVS Pharmacy there on Greenville Street. And you'll pick up a free T-shirt that we're going to give out to you for. It'll have our Mud Creek logo, but I appreciate you wearing it, and I'm sure you need another one to do all your honeydews in.
There we go. So you get some free stuff if you follow us on Twitter and tweet back to us tonight. I've already put out there the Tigers up 28-0 in the first half. So I invite you to join us out there on the Twitterverse at WLAG Sports. There on Twitter, if you do, of course, follow us on Facebook at Eagle Sports, eagle1023.com, or you go to my Facebook page, Jack Mormon, or follow Greg Hicks as well. So we'd love you to ask us to be your friend. We'll be your friend, won't we, Greg?
We'll be your. I need some friends. I don't have many friends. They tell me I just don't have many.
Bless you. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about this first half of play, maybe play a few highlights. So right now, you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Hey, you know what? That's why I said, okay, let's do a free T-shirt. He goes, I'll be curious. I'll be curious if somebody does something.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football.
I bet we get some tweets about me singing, Jack.
Hello. We lost it. Let's see. We lost the signal, so hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Troup County, the Tigers, marching band.
Hello. Okay.
Has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safe and have a bright future. Don't forget the Light Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
It starts with creamy, smooth DQ soft serve made from our secret recipe.
Thank you.
That we throw in cookies and candy and blend it all together to create the Dairy Queen Blizzard. There may be imitators, but we all know it's one of a kind, except for right now, when you can buy one and get another for just 99 cents. Buy one Blizzard and get a second for only 99 cents. So now's your chance to get two of the one and only. So good, it's ridiculous.
Dairy Queen of Troup County, where you can enjoy your next Blizzard on New Franklin Road in LaGrange.
Flu season is upon us.
We'll try.
And we invite you to get your flu shot from Home Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu
halfway there.
you.
Hi, I'm Gary Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy.
I was
so
up
drop
there.
by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me.
We'll try to go to Tony and then we'll go to Johnny.
The Alexander High School.
State of Caffeination. On my finger shake, must have been my large Americano, mochaccino, macchiato. Now he's gone to bed, and that's my favorite time to get some tips on better rates. Cause my State Farm guy answers late, and even when it's not my agent, someone said, so patient, getting coverage questions answered helps me to relax. Get to a better State Farm.
Call State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, Patrick Reagan, and we're going to see if we can reconnect with our friends over at Callaway game. Tony, do you have your ears on over there?
Good evening, Miss Ivy. Your mission link, should you choose to accept it, is to direct the band.
Haven't picked them up yet. We're trying some new technology here tonight. So we'll see if we can pick up Tony Walls there as they're doing the Callaway broadcast tonight.
I hear I got with Alexander. There you go.
Your next challenge will be Peter Gunn, the epitome of cool and the hippest detective that ever was.
Again, I think we're struggling to get our two feeds synced there. So tell you what, we're going to actually go ahead and go back to Johnny Hurd, who's joining us here in the booth. We wish Tony Walls and the guys the best as we try to hook up with them, and again in just a little bit, maybe after this next break. But down the field, the Alexander Band is getting ready. And again, we're joined by the director of the Troup High School Band, Johnny Hurd. And Johnny, I think that y'all get better and better every ball game.
That's the idea. Hopefully it is working that way. Man, we're having a blast, and this week the kids worked their tails off. We finally got the end of the show on the field. So this is the first week that we've actually played that for
love the Bon Jovi coming in at the end there.
I heard you harmonizing from up in the press box. Yeah.
We're halfway there. But it was
nice.
I mean, it was really, really. I was watching the crowd as y'all began with some of the Journey that Don't Stop Believing, and they were singing right along. And what's neat is the arrangement you got here sounds like it's right in the same key as the album version.
There are a lot of them that are in the same key, and the other great thing that works in our favor is that we're playing the part of the song that everybody knows.
Yeah. It's really neat, just a nice variety of kind of 80s tunes kind of coming in and weaving them through. And again, the precision of the band, I think, is getting better and better. You mentioned you've had really 2 weeks since your last big show on the field. Now, y'all are kind of entering into your season as well, the marching season, aren't you?
Absolutely. Next Saturday, we'll be traveling to Carrollton for the Super Bowl of Sound for our first big competition. And they lay it on thick that first week. There's 24 bands competing, so competition is stiff right off the bat. But the kids are really, really, really working hard and making me proud.
Well, and it is a testament to what y'all do. Talk really quickly about what Greg's getting tickled. He's got Mission Impossible. Greg is finding the irony in them playing the song Mission Impossible as they're 0-3 on the season right now. So, yeah, okay.
I'll reserve my comments. It is a good band. The Alexander Band is a very, very.
Well, you started off with Another One Bites the Dust, and so I don't know if that was.
Yeah, Greg gave me a hard time about that, but I think tonight we can have this one. I think we'll keep our fingers crossed. We'll bite the dust.
Exactly. Well, break that losing streak and start into our region play with a win. But really quick, talk about the folks that help you out. I know that you are an incredible director, but you got some great folks helping you out in your program.
I do. I have Nikki Adams that's been working with our color guard this year. Courtney Harry that's been working with the majorettes. Good friend was a former student actually my first year. Drum major was Trinity Pike, and now he's working with us, and so that's been great. I had some help from some folks at Auburn, and of course we're actually able to have a place to practice thanks to Coach Craig Garner and the baseball staff for loaning us their outfield for the season, and we do whatever we can to keep that place in good shape because he works his tail off on that place.
Doesn't he? Yeah, that's a beautiful field, a beautiful facility, and Coach Garner and all of the baseball boosters have done a tremendous job of taking care of that facility down there.
Absolutely.
Well, okay, Greg is. Of course,
there is a tuba down there, Greg. It's in the back right, way in the back right
but
there.
It's not. It's not the full size tuba.
Right. It's a bell front tuba. It's not the sousaphone. I know. Hey, we're up 2 tonight.
Yep. So that's. But again, Greg doesn't really count that one because it's not a full sousaphone. Okay. So unless it's the big horn, he's just not going to go with giving them the credit. We can mention, folks, that Greg has his own scale for grading bands. So if he said the Super Bowl of Sound, you'll know that he'll be looking to see how many tubas you have because that's how he rates a band.
Well, that sounds great. I'd love to have Greg on the adjudication panel for next Saturday. I think that would work in our favor. Of course, he might be the high scorer that gets thrown out.
Well, he's either the Russian judge or
right.
but
the outlier.
Exactly. Well, we tell you what, we really wish y'all the best of luck and look forward to what y'all are going to do, and appreciate the great support that the band gets. We've got probably as many band parents as we have as football parents over there, and really y'all make so much of what happens at a football game, creating the environment. I don't think people really realize how much work it is to have all the little small snippets of songs ready to go when action takes place on the field.
Right. Well, and tonight it's really tough because as you can see, we're right on top of the football team, so we have to be really careful that we're not interfering with the coaches, what they're trying to make some calls. But man, look over there! Look at all those people on the Troup side filling up the bleachers.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It is tremendous from our vantage point, and we do appreciate all those parents out there, and we appreciate you folks joining us here on 96.9 and 1240. Also on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com. Of course, you can see us streaming live there as the Alexander Band is on the field. But once again, we're joined here by Johnny Hurd. And Johnny, we wish you luck at y'all's big competition, and we look forward to the Tigers coming away with a victory tonight.
Thank you guys so much for having us and supporting the Tiger Band.
Yes, sir. That's Johnny Hurd. Once again, he's the director of the Pride of Troup County, the Troup High School Tiger Marching Band. Let's take another break. We come back, we'll talk about what we need to do in this second half to come away with a victory. 28-0 is your score. We're at halftime here on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Jesse Lichter here from Kia LaGrange. I'm inviting you to become part of our auto family. We're here to listen, understand, and give sound advice. If you're tired of lousy gas mileage or lack of versatility, recommend the 2013 Kia Soul. Awarded for quality by J.D. Power Associates, the Kia Soul is a new way to roll. It starts only $14,400. Plus, you get Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com and help support your local economy.
We're open at 8, so don't be late.
Every day I'm shuffling.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web, www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com. Rob and Joel Upchurch is your RE/MAX result agent. No matter if you're selling or buying, the first phone call you should make is to Joel or Rob Upchurch. Call 706-845-7000. This week's feature is Hines Road in LaGrange with master on the main floor, spacious floor plan loaded with closet space, and gourmet kitchen with granite countertops for only $205,000. If you want to know more about this house or get your home listed with Rob or Joel Upchurch, call 706-845-7000 or just search Rob or Joel Upchurch and check them out on the web.
As a business owner, nothing compares to the sense of pride you feel when unlocking your business first thing in the morning. In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if the business down the street has the same insurance you do. What matters is that your independent insurance and the company that stands behind them had you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com.
You're listening to Eagles LAG 96 and 1240 and online at Eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Point, Greg Hicks, Patrick Reagan. We were joined by Johnny Hurd there at a moment ago at halftime, and appreciate him and all the hard work that the band does. We're at halftime. 28-0 is your score. The Troup High School Tigers are leading this one as the bands are coming off the field. A nice job by the Alexander Band as they had a number of kind of spy movie sounds going on, from Mission Impossible to Peter Gunn there at the end. Always reminds me of the old video game Spy Hunter when I hear that Peter Gunn music. But great job by them. They did a tremendous job. And also by our Troup High School Tiger Marching Band. They're getting ready to start their marching season next week. We appreciate all the hard work that those boys and girls go to young men and women go to get everything on the field. Let's go back to our first half. Greg, talk really quick about the scoring. We started off in the first quarter. We picked up a touchdown, a 55-yard touchdown run by Darrell Dunlap. Got us up 6-0. Ball bounces off the crossbars, and we don't get the extra point, but that's okay because we had a lot of scoring in the second half.
Well, in the second quarter, you're right, Jack. It was 6-0, and then started out the second quarter at the 4:58 mark. Really, we played halfway through, a little over halfway through the second quarter, kind of just doldrums, and all of a sudden, boom, Troup breaks out with a 36-yard TD run by Ricky Frazier, off the left side, and we went for 2 points, and Will Smith threw it out to number 24, Marcus Ward, was able to crush his way into the end zone, brought it even at Troup Tigers 14, Alexander Cougars 0. Shortly after that, the Tigers blocked on the next possession, block a punt. Big Maurice Swain just kind of bowls his way off the right side and just really doesn't even dive or anything. He just kind of reaches out and just blocks it.
It was actually the first time we tried to block a kick in this ball game.
That's right. And shortly thereafter, at the 2:56 mark, we had a 2-yard touchdown run by Bruce Danford. And Bruce, him and Dalton come in and play fullback a lot,
right?
And that's the first score. I think Bruce had one last year as a junior, but now he gets in the end zone at the 2:56 mark, and that'll bring your score to 21-0. Troup Tigers over the Alexander Cougars. Shortly thereafter, they came back, and it was 3 and out, or actually 2 and out, and then all of a sudden, under an extreme amount of pressure, quarterback Brian Dansereau throws an interception to Lamonte Truitt. I had that wrong. Malcolm Tatum. Malcolm picks it off at the 46-yard line as he immediately tackled at the 2:42 mark. And Will Smith tries to go to Malcolm down the sidelines on a go route, and really was a nice pass. Just give me about 3 more yards under it, and it would be 6 for Malcolm. And kind of like the way they were thinking because, Malcolm kind of intercepted that one and wanted to come right back and see what he could do on the go route, if you will. And with 56 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play, a 30-yard run by Ricky Frazier kind of darts off to the left side. He dances left, he dances right, he comes back to the right in the middle of the field, goes untouched for 30 yards. That brings the score right at the halftime, and it stands right now as we begin the third quarter play. Your Troup Tigers 28, Alexander Cougars 0.
Let's take one more 30-second break. We come back. We've got kickoff, 28-0. The Tigers on top. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Wear your seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, also Patrick Reagan running the camera for us. I got some scores from our friends over at Callaway at the half. Callaway up 28-8.
Good job by the Cavaliers. Looking at from my sister down in Opelika's homecoming. They've got Valley 14-0 at halftime there down in Opelika. So you guys that keep up with high school sports and football, we appreciate the pass on the scores.
There's the kickoff, a high kick. Going to head towards the out of bounds. Fair catch called for at the 35-yard line by Ricky Frazier, and that's where the Tigers will have it 1st and 10.
Actually, Jack, we talk about those numbers hard to read. That was number 38, Jay Fuller, a sophomore, was able to back up. Has some good hands. We haven't called his number all year long, and he thought very quickly, threw his hand up for a fair catch, caught it, and the Tigers will start 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. If you just join us and you didn't know the score, one of these, we knew it was going to be a feline victory tonight. Right now, the Troup Tigers are up 28-0 as they start the third quarter of play.
Tigers will go to the shotgun formation. Smith takes it. He's going to hand the ball off to his tailback. Going to get hit and bounce to the outside. That's Darrell Dunlap. Going to get 5, 6, and go near the out-of-bounds marker. They're going to mark him down about the 42-yard line. They'll bring up second down.
Again, we'd start the third quarter with the same thing that we did the first 2 quarters, Jack, and that's handed off to Darrell Dunlap off the left side behind Wellington Callaway and Levi Cornwell. Bounces it outside and picks up 7 strong yards. And I think the fans here are starting to realize that junior Darrell Dunlap is one elusive character. He's not really quick on his feet, if you will, like really quick. He is just a hard, strong runner, and he's really hard to bring down.
Very hard to bring down. Can't hit him up high. You're going to hit him just right solid in the middle and try to bring him down. Devontae Carter rolls in the backfield, and they're going to hand the ball off to him. He's going to come from this wing set. He gets to the 45. He's going to be wrestled down. Looks like he'll get across the 45, but that'll be a first down for the Tigers.
Good job by the Tigers. Maurice Swain is helping the referees out. He's actually out there on offense. Helping out with the first down spot, if you will. But a nice block by R.J. Hairston from his right tight end position as he just hooked the defensive end and kind of created a wall that allowed Devontae Carter to get outside for that first down. So the Tigers 1st and 10 at the 45.5-yard line.
Smith again from the shotgun set. Got a slot to the near side. Takes the snap. Going to hand the ball off to his tailback. Great blocking at the 50. Gets across the 45-yard line. Stumbles down. Going to go out of bounds at about the 42. And he picked up those last 5 yards just kind of stumbling down the field.
You know, Jack, you mentioned great blocking on a trap play. Wellington Calloway, a senior, 52 left guard. He's got the right size for a guard. Wellington stands at 5'11", 285, and man, did he stay low on that trap block. He came across, and it was very obvious. He just laid out that defensive tackle and allowed Dunlap to get another first down as the ball's 1st and 10 inside the 45-yard line at the 42.
There's the snap. We're going to hand the ball up again to Dunlap, who breaks one tackle, breaks another, gets down to the 35. Another first down for the Tigers.
Ricky Frazier takes that ball and just wiggles it up, and he picks up another. If it's not a first down, it'll be 2nd and inches, Jack. But and they're going to show it as a 2nd down mark. It'll be 2nd down and maybe a foot. But again, great blocking by that offensive line. It's one of the things that we've seen tonight that we haven't seen. We really saw in the Noonan game, but without this bull formation, if you will, wishbone, these offensive linemen have really impressed me tonight, guy.
Wing left, slot to right. There's a snap. It's going to be Dunlap going to get the carry again this time. He's going to break free. They had him in the backfield. He breaks free across the 30, cuts back to midfield, 20, 10, 5, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You guys you have to see it on Ustream. Wow, what a great job by Malcolm Tatum Daryl Dunlap as he takes the ball off on the right side, the left side, and he's tackling the backfield almost.
They had
3 yards. They had him in the backfield.
There were 6 guys around him.
He twisted and turned, went out to the left, cut it back up the center of the field, and what a nice downfield block by Malcolm Tatum. Just simply wall it off at the 10-yard line, and he just trots in from the 10, and you could just see the air come out of Alexander's lungs, if you will. So with 9:24 left in this third quarter of play, Troup High Tigers 35, Alexander Cougars 0.
Let's take a break. Troup High School leading again, as Greg said, 35-0. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
At LaGrange College, we believe that you can't fully define art until you find your passion. That's something inside you that says nothing's possible. Come to one of our fall preview days at LaGrange College. Taste the energy and excitement of college life. And find out how LaGrange College can transform your life by helping you find your passion. Fall preview days at LaGrange College, Saturday, September 29th and Saturday, October 27th. RSVP online today, lagrange.edu.
Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks. Live here from Alexander in Douglasville. Tigers right now leading 35-0 with 9:24 left to go in the third quarter of play. Nick Burek set to kick the ball off. Ball resting on the 40-yard line. They've got a man deep back at about the 5. Burek will step up and gets the kick. High kick. Actually one of his best ones as far as height goes. Taking it to 15. Get it up to the 20. Great coverage by the Tigers. They're going to bring him down out of bounds at the 26-yard line, and that's where the folks from Alexander will have it 1st and 10.
And Devontae Carter just simply comes down from the far side of the field. He stays in his lane down to about the 40. He sees that the ball's coming on the Alexander side. He turns it in and actually just crushes the running back out of bounds at about the 30-yard line, where Alexander will take over. They're going to actually spot the ball at the 26-yard line. So good coverage by Devontae Carter for the Tigers.
They've got twins to the far side. A man to the, we really call him wide to the left side. Quarterback going to check his sideline. Dancer, the quarterback, will be in the shotgun formation. He'll put a man in motion. He's going to take it. He's going to hand the ball to his tailback right in the backfield, and we just swarm him. And they've been effective, Greg. I think kind of hitting to the outside. Quick hitters across the middle, trying to throw the ball out to the outside, but really down the middle, they're not getting a whole lot.
No, I see big Devin Power along with Dalton Hadley stuffing them up that time. And number 40 for the Tigers, Michael Mackfield, who's getting some playing time on defense. And I want to say that I'm seeing a couple of new guys in. And we hadn't mentioned Say Sanders' names in a couple of games, but Say's come in at right cornerback. Say is a sophomore.
They're going to throw the ball to the outside. and get about 3 yards there. But great coverage. I tell you what, our defense is just swarming all over the ball tonight.
You know, Malcolm Tatum and Ricky Frazier actually came down with that tackle, but both him and Malcolm were all over that swing pass outside. And that swing pass is going to pick up, looks like about 2 yards. So should be third down and about 7 maybe, Jack, if looking at the spot, maybe third. That's kind of, no, there's a penalty on the play against Alexander. I just see the umpire.
They're going to back them off.
I don't know if it was a holding or
probably going to be a hold as they tried to.
They back it up 10 yards.
Just get the ball on the outside there. Just a stab pass there. Try to get down the field, but great coverage by the Tigers. 8:29 left to go in the third. 35-0 is your score. So now they'll break the huddle, make their way back to the line of scrimmage. They put Troup to the left side. Single back in the backfield behind the quarterback. A little bit different in the shotgun set of the way they run it. They'll take the snap. They'll run kind of the option. He'll look downfield. He's got a man in the flats, but he's going to look. May have to run upfield. Look, going to throw again to the middle. Just throws it to an open spot, and that's a coverage incompletion right there.
That's
Greg.
right. You know, you give credit to all the not only the backers covering their zone, but to the cornerbacks and safeties. I see Carter and Tatum and Brandon Hurd. We had mentioned Brandon a whole lot tonight. Excellent coverage, and then a lot of pressure by the front line. I saw Devin Power and R.J. Harrison putting a lot of pressure along with Devontae Cofield. A lot of pressure on that quarterback, and he just basically had to dance and try to throw it. And really could have just tucked it and run, would probably picked up a few yards. As it turns out, it's going to be third and about 16 now as the ball rests on the 18-yard line.
There's the snap. He's going to back up to pass. He's just got people all over him. He's going to roll, good elusive feet. Throws back to the middle of the field, has a receiver there who makes the catch, and he is sandwiched. Oh,
wow.
My goodness, at the 23-yard line.
Malcolm Tatum came in and hit him on the hip, and he gets up, and he is hurt. You know, the Tigers had all kind of pressure on that quarterback, made him run 50 yards across the field, should have had him at the 4-5 line. And he was able to pass the ball, get it completed, actually for no gain. And Malcolm Tatum absolutely hit him right in the hip.
Yep.
He came up, and he's now coming off the field. He is hurt. Not Malcolm Tatum, but the kid from Alexander.
Tigers only a 4-man front. They're not going to come after this one. They're going to try to let them punt the ball away. Malcolm Tatum back deep for the Tigers at about the 45. There's the kick. Line drive going to sail and go out of bounds just short of the 50. So that's where the Tigers will have it first and 10. Let's take a 30-second break. Tigers leading 35-0 here on Eagle Sports.
Do you have a LaGrange store? Okay. You know anybody there?
My wife should.
I was going to text Jeff Buchanan if I needed to.
More Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, Patrick Reagan helping us out with all the video. I've had several folks touch base with us on Twitter, also at WLAG Sports, also online at my Facebook page, and some texting around as Will Smith going to take the snap, roll to his left, throw down field, and what a great catch down at the 12-yard line.
Looks like number 24, Marcus Ward, who caught the PAT two-point conversion earlier. Marcus just running a hash mark route and rolls out Will to his left against his weak side, stops, plants, and throws a nice rifle at about a 22-yard extent. And Marcus takes it on down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line as the Tigers will have first down and inside the red zone, if you will, with 35-0 is your score right now. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this third quarter of play.
Smith has a man in motion, going to hand it to the man in motion, going around the right side to the 10, 5, goes inside, touchdown Tigers!
Devontae Carter from his slot position just simply comes what we call a jet zoo, or jet sweep, if you will, takes a handoff from Will Smith, darts around the right side behind big Mitch Mathis and Tristan Thompson. And out there in the front, too, is R.J. Harrison makes room as Devontae Carter trots in from 12 yards out, making your score 41-0 at the 5:26 mark of the third quarter.
So I'll tell you what, you want to talk about somebody being on tonight, and that's Will Smith.
That's right.
We talked about him in the pregame, how much poise he had, and he has just done a tremendous job running this offense. 41 points, looking to add 42 as Will Bates on to attempt the point after touchdown. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. 42-0. That's 5:26 as my eyes are going away. Left to go in the third quarter of play. Tigers up 42-0. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Mom, Dad, kids, watch what happens when two separate things become one beautiful, glorious thing. No longer will there be any arguing, shouting, or tear-dropping, but instead only hugging, high-fiving, and loving. That's because Orange Julius has been added to Dairy Queen. Kids get their favorite Dairy Queen treats like blizzards, ice cream cones, sundaes, and shakes, while Mom and Dad delicious Orange Julius fruit drink, premium and light premium fruit smoothies. It's all there together at one store. No longer is it Dairy Queen or Orange Julius, but rather it's Dairy Queen and Orange Julius on New Franklin Road in...
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
And it's a good night for Troup High School Tiger football. Our thanks to Britt back at the station for doing all the great job of keeping us online and connected to you, our fans. Don't forget you can follow us on Twitter at WLAG Sports. So go on there, check that out. You can go to my personal Twitter account, Jack Mormon, or just at Jack Mormon, no spaces. Greg, of course, Mud Creek Graphics has a great Facebook site. Look him up there on Facebook. Greg Hicks does a tremendous job out there with so many different things in our community, so we appreciate not just his work here on the Tiger broadcast, what he does in the community as well. High kick, man, Nick's best kick of the night. High kick taken down at the 5. They get up to the 15 to the 20. And there's a seam there for him. He gets across the 30 to the 40, cuts back to midfield, and finally going to be brought down at the 45-yard line. And a good return by the Alexander Cougars.
Well, Say Sanders on that tackle at the 44-yard line as their running back comes up limping on that one. But, yeah, you could just see the number 12, if you will, for the Tigers, Michael Sneed. He kind of just sat there on the 25-yard line waiting for them to come to him when he should have been doing the attacking.
Yep.
And it was able to get beat. And then thank goodness for Say Sanders was able to make that touchdown break, saving tackle at the 45-yard lines where Alexander will start this series.
They put a man in motion. There's the snap. Quarterback going to run back to the right side. No one to toss it to, and he's going to get him down hard as a 5-yard loss.
Let me tell you something. The Tigers were all over Devontae Cofield, Devontae Carter, along with Ricky Frazier, Maurice Swang, actually Michael Tatum. And they were on the quarterback so fast, and he had these slot man wide open out in the flats, but he didn't have any time to throw it to him. They were on him so fast. So, again, we talk about the Tiger offensive line doing a tremendous job tonight. You give kudos to those defensive line as well.
Yeah, they've got a lot of different plays in the playbook here at Alexander. Trying some misdirection, trying some different things to break things free. They're not giving up, that's for sure. Low snap, gets around the knees of the quarterback. He's got a man that's about to just bring him down hard back at the 30, and that's Maurice Swain. Just came in untouched. It was a low snap, and Maurice, with his about 3-inch vertical, jumps up and high-fives a friend.
Hey, if I had 315 pounds on me, I'd be lucky to get 3 inches off the air. But he came in untouched from the left side defensive end position and chased down the quarterback for about a what would you say, Jack, a 12-yard loss in addition to the already 10-yard loss. So it's third down and
about 23.
It's forever. Wow.
So they break the huddle. Trips to the near side. Quarterback Dancereau going back up, fake the pass, and throw it down the field. And it's going to be just out of the reach of the intended receiver. And we had good coverage back on that one, but kind of a nice attempt at throwing it short and then going down the field.
What it was, just a little hitch and go for you folks at football buffs, just where the wideout kind of ran hard, stopped, hesitated for just a second. And the quarterback did a little pump fake. And sophomore Emmanuel Trammell, who we've not called his name all year, Coach Kendall's got a bunch of subs in. Emmanuel playing his cornerback position. Absolutely did not bite on that one. Good coverage, and it'll bring up 4th down and 23 as the ball rests on the 32-yard line for Alexander. It'll be about their 8th punt, and Malcolm Tatum stands at about the 35-yard line, just hoping to make something happen this time.
Low snap that bounces up. They get the punt, and it's going to bounce off the head of one of the players. We're going to catch it in the air.
Dalton Hadley.
He's going to run it in for a touchdown. 10, 5, touchdown, Tigers.
Dalton Hadley, make your hammerhead daddy proud. the punt knocks off of one of the defenders, and Dalton Hadley picks it up at about the 40-yard line out of the air and runs right down the middle of the field for a touchdown for your Troup Tigers.
You've got to go online to eagle1023.com. Look at the streaming video of this ball game after it's through and see that play. The kick, plus the kicker's heart, it went down low at his feet. He gets it up. He gets the kickoff, but it's a low line drive, hits off the helmet of one of the other players, goes up in the air, and the heads-up play by hammerhead Dalton Hanley, who brings it in and goes, oh, I can run to the end zone, and runs it all the way for the touchdown.
Good job. Good alertness by Dalton Hadley as well.
Yep. Hold kick is up, and this kick is good. Wow. 48-0 with 2:33 left to go in the third. Let's take a break. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Flu season is upon us. We'd like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, it could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Got a few of the folks from Alexander too. They've been great hosts tonight. Just some really nice folks up here in Douglasville. But the Tigers right now are kind of taking it to them, 49-0 with 2:33 left to go in this third quarter of play. The fog's kind of rolling in, a little bit cloudy down there on the field, Greg, and a little bit harder to make out some of the guys.
Well, you know, we talk about the score of the game at 49-0, and we're still not even out of the third quarter as Burritt kicks off yet another
great kick,
tremendous kick inside the 20, inside the 10 to the 9.
Cuts across the field to the 20, and he's going to get to the 25-30, and going to be taken down at about the 37-yard line. 37-yard line. That's where they have it, 1st and 10.
But, you know, getting back, really, the scoring didn't really start until the 5-minute mark into the first quarter. And then no more score until the 4.5-minute mark in the second quarter. So, all right, and we got a score update from LaGrange. LaGrange leading Shaw. Doesn't know what quarter. I'm assuming third quarter, 24-7. There is LaGrange at home at Callaway Stadium tonight. And Callaway Cavaliers, last score we got was 28-8 at halftime.
And nice to see all three teams from LaGrange come away winners tonight.
Yep, well, technically from Troup County.
County. But county seat of LaGrange.
There you go.
They back up to pass, looking downfield, throw across the middle, complete at the 40-yard line, but very quickly they're taken down by number 44 for the Tigers.
Dalton Hadley all over the field tonight, and I guess that earlier one will go officially as a 40-yard punt return for a TD. But Dalton, I don't know, we'd be interested to see his stats tonight as how many tackles he's got.
I don't know that he's had any punt return yards in his career.
And you may be right. And a lot of, speaking of Dalton, he had Devontae Carter, Devontae Cofield, Maurice Swain all taking a break as Coach
Dylan Power steps off too.
As Coach Kendall's got a lot of fresh faces in there right now. As it 1 minute 23 to go in this third quarter.
They're going to take a timeout.
49-0. Your Tigers over the Cougars of Alexander.
They take a timeout. We take one as well. Minute 23 left to go in the third. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Now I've had an accident and I'm feeling quite alone. Called them at least 20 times, but they won't pick up the phone. Without personal service, my policy's kind of worthless. Get to a better state, State Farm.
Don't deny yourself a call to State Farm agent Matt on the square in downtown LaGrange.
You're listening to Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now back to more Troup Tiger football.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Woolman, Greg Hicks, Patrick Reagan running the camera for us if you're watching on live at eagle1023.com.
Get some fresh names in for you. Number 66, Darryl Berry for the Tigers.
Quick snap as they throw across the middle of the field, and we upend him at the 50. A first down for the Cougars of Alexander.
And Coach Kendall, you kind of like the way he's doing this. He doesn't really wholesale make changes. He's got about half his starters in. And to me, I like that because that gives your underclassmen, your guys that don't start, a little confidence to know that they're coming in playing with some starters. But Again, we mentioned 66, Darrell Berry for the Tigers. 53 is in there for the Tigers. Tremaine Tolbert.
Going to throw again across the middle, a completion. And they're going to be a flag on the play on the far side. Going to get him down after a gain of about 3. A nice completion by Dansereau. Again, Greg, you and I have talked about that. Alexander is not a bad team.
No.
They've got a really creative offense. They've moved the ball in a lot of different ways. But just the breaks haven't gone their way, and the Tigers are just really playing well tonight.
Well, and I want to say to the fans that are listening and the fans that are here tonight, and if you look across in the Ustream and you see just how many Tiger fans are here,
it's full.
They have filled up the visitor side of the Alexander Stadium. But, the Tigers, they've got the talent. They're going to be an illegal receiver downfield for Alexander, so that'll bring the ball back a little bit. But the Tigers, we've talked about, they've got the talent. And all the names that we've mentioned before, we've lost a few guys from last year. And everyone knows the Reuben Foster story. And so much that they're basically tired of hearing about it. And, the Tigers have got plenty of talent. It's just a matter of getting that chemistry together and really putting it to good use. And tonight, I know we had a couple of 0-3 teams, but neither team is really playing like an 0-3 team tonight.
Quarterback's going to get it. Dansereau's going to hand the ball off quickly on a reverse, and we're going to pick up the reverse and right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to get across the 50, get about 6 yards because of the penalty.
That's right.
But going to be brought down. It's going to bring up third down. I guess it's second down, so we repeated that last down. Second down, and we'll call it 6.
And, I see Say Sanders out there. I also see number 31 in on that tackle, Emmanuel Trammell, who we talked about a while ago, really stayed at home and a nice job on that hitch and go. So, end of your third quarter of play, your Troup Tigers 49, Alexander Cougars 0.
All right, so we'll take a quick break. A 60-second break back to the station. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality, hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit us on the web at www.southernorthopedics.com. That's southernorthopedics.com.
To all the high school seniors in Troup County, Collision Autocraft Auto Body Repair would like to salute you on your accomplishments. Now that you're driving, Collision Autocraft would like to offer these safety tips. Seatbelt. Avoid talking on your cell phone while driving. Don't text and drive. And always keep your eye on the road. Collision Autocraft has too often seen the results of careless driving. Drive safely and have a bright future. Don't forget to like Collision Autocraft on Facebook.
The action continues now with more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
You can tell we don't have the replacement referees in here as they very quickly bring us back into play. 49-0 here in the fourth quarter play, 11:33 left to go.
I'm interested, too. We've got a lot of underclassmen, but a lot of guys there. 19, Justice Marable in at free safety, outside linebacker Jonathan Foster's in there. That was a nice 25-yard pass play by Alexander. Bad snap as the ball rolls back to the 50-yard line, Jack.
They're going to throw it and actually have a man downfield at the 20 who loses the ball. Man, bless his heart. He was all alone, caught the ball at the 30, could turn upfield and pick up another 10, but just didn't have good control of it, loses it. But again, they're going to sack him all the way back 20 yards.
And I was curious. The mercy rule is in effect as the clock continues to run. 30 points or more in the fourth quarter. The losing coach has the option of saying yay or nay, and down 49-0. I'm sure he wants to pack this thing up and get on to the house. And again, not a terrible ball game by Alexander tonight. Just a lot of breaks went Troup's way.
Yep. They still have the ball. Second down and 10. The quarterback Dansereau going to roll to his right, looking downfield, going to throw, and just a couple of guys there. But does not go near an Alexander player. Almost could have been picked off, but the Tigers, I think, are doing a great job back there on defense. A lot of young guys, a lot of clean jerseys out there.
Lakeithian Buckner, number 18, in for the Tigers from his free safety position. I see number 4, Brandon Hurd, in there. Number 31, Emmanuel Trammell. We've got number 53 for the Tigers. And let me call out some name. Tremaine Tolbert, if you will.
Third down, Dansereau, again, roll to his right. Throw across the middle of the field, and he'll make a completion at the 20. That may be enough for the first down. They're marking to stop the clock, but again, we are under the bursting rule, so 9:45 left to go. Clock's going to continue to tick. 49-0 is your score. Tigers leading this one.
That's right. Number 14, Jalen Hicks, no relation, but we appreciate him in there getting some playing time. Number 66, I've told you about Darrell Berry.
The quarterback is going to hand the ball off to the tailback on a reverse. Going to try to find a way. Again, kind of looking like a JV game out there. A lot of folks kind of dancing around. He's going to just kind of move around the field, dodge a few more tackles. Finally gets down to the 10-yard line, maybe enough for a first down. That was the longest play of the ball game.
I noticed number 6, Justice McKee, once the tackle had been made, he tried to take on big 14 for the Alexander Cougars, and we talked about 14 earlier. He's a big kid, and Justice McKee's not that big, but he's got a lot of fight in him. So Alexander, you're right, he ran 50 yards that time, Jack, for about a 10-yard gain. Actually, about an 8-yard gain, second down and 1. Looks like just at the 10-yard line for Alexander.
Low snap for Dancero. A throw across the middle, almost picked off by the Tigers.
Wow. Again, just a little forced play. We had a blitz coming in, but you had 18, Justice Marable. Lakeithian Buckner from his free safety position stepped in between the quarterback and the tight end, who was really on a little slant pattern. It was a nice design pass play. Just a little quick on the pass. Had he waited a minute, Buckner would have made his bite, and it would have been a touchdown for Alexander. But at any rate, third down in the yard for the Cougars.
Again, the problem with the snap, they hand the ball off to their tailback, who's going to fight his way down to about the 7-yard line before he's hit hard by the young Tigers.
Number 41 for the Tigers absolutely just waylays Demetrius Talley. Just simply waylays their big, heavy fullback after a first down. But, granted, the heavy fullback did slip, but, man, Talley was all over him to put him down on his back. So clock continues to run as we're under the Mercer rule. Your Tigers 49, Alexander Cougars 0.
First and goal for the Cougars.
That's right, inside the 10, taking their time. Coach really wants to score on this one. Got to be careful now, Jack, of a delayed game.
Dancero looks, takes the snap, hands the ball off to his tailback, who's going to fight down, get close to the touchdown. Let's see if they give it to him. I think he may be short by about a yard.
And number 40 for the Tigers, Michael Mackfield, had him wrapped up about the line of scrimmage. Yes, granted, he got drug about a yard, but man, he threw him down to the ground. So, we've seen we've announced number 40 several times tonight. Mackfield's been doing a good job.
Been a good ball game for him. Dalton Hadley, I think, is our player of the game, though, if we had to pick one.
Absolutely.
He and Daryl Dunlap have just done a tremendous job with the scoring. They're getting fake handoff. Quarterback's going to roll in and go for a touchdown for Alexander.
I tell you what, nice job, nice play calling. And you know what? I can't think of a more deserving kid for Alexander to score that touchdown to that quarterback.
Yep.
Man, has he had a good game tonight, even in a losing effort. He's got true grit, that's for sure.
Quarterback Dancero has done a great job and been fighting all night long, has not given up, and they put 6 on the board. They're going to be looking to go for a point after touchdown now. 49-6 is the score. Clock continues to tick. 6:51 actually stops now. Untimed down. They're going to swing the gate, bring everybody back over to the line. Dancero will actually be the holder. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 49-7 is your score with 6:51 left to go. Let's take a quick break. 30 seconds back to the station. Listen to Troup High School Tiger Football on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
In this moment, who has your back? Do you know the name of your insurance agent? Does your agent know your name? Or would you call a 1-800 number that connects you with who? Another state? Another country? Get a local independent insurance. Auto Owners Insurance. Someone you can call when bad stuff happens to your car, home, or business. Get an agent who'll protect you in that moment. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people.
Mallory Agency, 301 West Harrelson Street, LaGrange. Visit them online at MalloryAgency.com. Now back to the field for more Troup Tiger football on Eagle Sports, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Greg is trying to catch a football thrown by the cheerleaders. I don't know if they got quite the arm to get all the way up here, Greg.
Yeah, one of them's got an arm, but they just need to work on their stance, their delivery.
Yeah, she's trying to throw it off her back foot there, so.
And the Mercer rule's in effect, and the clock was even running during the timeout. No, I'm just joking. 6:51 remaining in this ball game as Troup Tigers have this well in hand, 49-7 as Alexander has just scored on a 7-yard quarterback keeper around the right side. So as Alexander gets ready to kick off.
Yeah, Greg, I really appreciate a lot of the folks that are out there listening to us online, also on the radio. We got folks in Myrtle Beach that are listening to us.
That's right.
I've got we'll get the kickoff real quick. There's the kickoff. Short kick again, and it's going to bounce out of bounds. Actually, it's going to bounce in. The Tigers going to push it out of bounds at the 35, but that's where they have it 1st and 10. Expect a young group of offensive players to come onto the field in just a moment. Seeing an old high school buddy of mine, Gerald Lancaster, Shannon Lawson, also Eddie Moon, Jenny Tommy Partridge, Kate White, Charlie Warner, just lots of folks back there on the Grange that are connecting with us on the World Wide Web, and appreciate them being a part of our broadcast and listening to us. You can go follow us on Twitter at WLAG Sports, or go to my Facebook page or Eagle 1023's Facebook page. Lots of different ways. Of course, watch us online at eagle1023.com. Listening to us on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
I was going to say Justice Marable, sophomore, is a new quarterback in for the Tigers.
He's going to back up and hand off to his tailback, who gets a nice surge from his line, pick up about 2 yards.
I believe he hands it off to number 11. No, it wasn't Trevor Spradlin, that's for
14.
Sure. Jalen Hicks takes it from his deep tailback position. Let's see, we've got some new offensive linemen in there. Number 76, of course, Tristan Thompson's still there. Number 63 for the Tigers. Let's see if we can grab his name real quick. Adam Persley.
64 is out there as well.
64 is Elijah Hilton. So Persley and Hilton's in. They're both freshmen as Marable leads them up to the line of scrimmage.
Marable under center. Turns again, hands off to the tailback. He's going to pick up a first down almost. Look at about the 45-yard. Let's see where they mark it. Let's say maybe have him just short of the 45.
If that's the case, Jack, it should be 3rd down and inches. They're going to actually give the ball a first down as the ball's on the 45-yard line. So good job by the Tigers. Third play,
like this.
First down.
This is second team, actually very young players.
They want to prove themselves. And, again, I see Marable. Marable was a big kid as a sophomore. He packs that uniform nicely. And he just takes it to the line of scrimmage. These guys, a lot of times when you bring your second and third team in, they're in a real big hurry to get up there. These guys are taking their time. They're getting set. And they're actually running a pretty good offense.
Toss sweep going to run the right side. We're going to slip down. Had some open yardage ahead of him.
Yep. Jalen Hicks takes the pitch, and actually the outside is covered up, and he sees it inside. He's going to cut it back. And as soon as he plants, his feet come out from under him as that fog is now starting to settle down on a large portion of this field. But I think Jalen really had some good running there, and as a result, we lose 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 12. But again, no hurry in this offense. They just want to come up and methodically run their play as the clock ticks inside 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
There's the snap again, the handoff. Nice hole at the 45. So we're going to pick up the yardage we lost, get about 2 more after that. So it brings up 3rd down.
We have a flag, and I don't know if that's going to be a block in the back. But we're about 4 yards down line of scrimmage, so let's see what happens. Yeah, we have a block in the back, I believe, on the Tigers. Hadn't called it yet, but that's what the side judge is the best I can see.
Actually, it's going to be holding against the Tigers. So.
Okay, it's against the Tigers. Doggone it.
Clock continues to tick. Well, actually, they stopped it for the penalty at 4 minutes. 49-7 is your score.
Eric Yearwood, a junior, number 65, is in for the Tigers. Number 29 for the Tigers brings a play in. Zach Massingale. Zach's listed as a quarterback. He's a sophomore. We got 3 sophomore quarterbacks there, Jack.
Yep. A lot of experience for these young men.
Number 23 for the Tigers comes out at wide out. That's Nathan Wilburn. He's a sophomore.
Actually, we'll go up under center now. And Massingale going to hand the ball off to Hicks. Hicks finds his lane, gets to the 40, 45, across midfield to 50, picks up a first down for the Tigers.
Good job by Jalen Hicks. Actually takes the handoff from a new quarterback, not Marable, but
that was Massingale, wasn't it?
I didn't.
29?
29. You may be right. I just said that, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
My bad. Zach Massingale comes in at quarterback, hands it off to Jalen Hicks. Jalen goes around the left side and picks up about 15 yards, making it 2nd down and 9. I mean, as you recall, it was a holding on the second. It's actually 3rd down and 1, but it's a 2nd down and 14 or 15. He picks up almost a first down, so 3rd and a yard for the Tigers.
Thought he had the first down. Massingale under center. Going to take the snap and get the handoff to his fullback, who's just going to fight his way across the 45 for a first down for the Tigers.
Big Michael Macfield, number 40. Again, I've called his name several times tonight, and And he's not just in here with a bunch of reserves. He actually came in early on in the ball game to contribute. And from his fullback position, he's able to pick up about 4 yards. Right now we got a score update as Grangers continue to pour it on the Raiders, 31-7. And I'm sure that's into the fourth quarter of play down at Callaway Stadium.
I think a lot of people, some raised eyebrows as they see that score, and they see the Tigers 49-7 over Alexander. So great job by the Troup County Schools. As Massengale going to hand the ball off to his tailback, who's going to be spun down after about a yard gain. 2nd down and 9.
It's nice to see several quarterbacks get a chance to play. Hicks be able to pick up a couple of yards. Number 65 in for the Tigers. We've already said that, Eric Yearwood. Just want to make sure you parents that are listening, late in this ball game is just really out of hand now. It's 2 minutes to go in the ball game as the clock continues to run. Your Tigers up 49-7 as the mercy rule is in effect as the clock has continued to run in the fourth quarter right now.
You can bet that these young players would love to get in that end zone.
Zach Massengale leads the Tigers up to the line of scrimmage as you've got a lot of young guys in here. And again, no hurry, Jack. They just really want to run a nice offense.
Again, the handoff, actually going to lose the ball a bit. Get back on it. Back at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I really thought that Macfield had the ball, Jack, and then unfortunately it turned out to be a fumble. But had Macfield got the ball, the fullback, he would have still been running. He was totally untouched, and I thought, wow, what a great call.
Massengale did a good job. His few plays, not quite as quick coming out from under center. Gave the guys coming across a little bit more time to kind of get some pressure on him. So we're going to turn the ball over on a fumble. Keep it right here with 1:17 left to go. 49-7. And we wish our best to our friends who are at Callaway. Had a winning score there. We'll hopefully maybe Britt or somebody can text us that score. Let us know how the Cavaliers are doing as we're getting towards the end of that ball game. There's the snap, and they're going to run right up into the line of the scrimmage. And going to get about 3 yards, 2nd and 7.
Hunter Newton, number 92, who came running in late, actually from his defensive end position, made that tackle along with number 57 for the Tigers, Austin Carter, a 9th grader. And Hunter Newton is a junior defensive end, listed at 5'10", 176. It's nice to see these guys get some playing time. At linebacker position for the Tigers, let's see who we've got. Number 57, I think I just mentioned that.
The quarterback dances around the backfield. He gets elusive, gets across the 50, and finally he's going to be brought down short of the first down at the 47.
Number 36 for the Tigers, Kevin Murray, helps bring him down along with number 49 for the Tigers. Gabe Dowden, good job, Gabe Dowden.
Look at Gabe out there, 9th grader.
Jody, are you and Joseph listening? Gabe Dowden just tracked him down. And that is your ball game, guys.
49-7 is going to be your final score as the Tigers have won this one in dramatic fashion. We're proud of the guys and also proud of the folks from Alexander. We'll talk more about the conclusion of this ball game real quick. Let's talk about our Callaway friends. 28-16. They're winning that ball game with about 7 minutes left to go. So we'll congratulate Callaway. LaGrange looks like they're going to go on to a victory tonight. So it's going to be happy times in Troup County tonight. Tigers have won 49-7. We'll take a break. We'll play probably quite a few spots to catch up with a few things. We come back, we'll have our post-game discussion right here on 96.9 and 1240 WLAG.
Mention LaGrange College and the word 1 pops up a lot. Like the student-faculty ratio is 11-to-1. That means a one-on-one time with professors. Our students work for number 1 companies, earn Emmy and Grammy nominations, and they give back to their communities, which is wonderful. We are LaGrange College, one of the South's most affordable, highly ranked institutions. One visit, you'll see why. LaGrange.edu/journey.
CB&T. With us, you're closer to what's important to you. Closer to home with 3 branches in LaGrange. Closer to your money with mobile and internet banking and 6 local ATMs. Plus, you can use any Synovus or Publix Presto ATM in the Southeast. Closer to people who care about you. Local people who make local decisions. We're CB&T. How can we serve you today? CB&T is a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Some restrictions apply to mobile banking.
It starts with creamy, smooth DQ soft syrup made from our secret recipe. Then we throw in cookies and candy and blend it all together to create Dairy Queen Blizzard. There may be imitators, but we all know it's one of a kind. Except for right now, when you can buy one and get another for just 99 cents. Buy one Blizzard and get a second for only 99 cents. So now's your chance to get two of the one and only. So good, it's ridiculous.
Dairy Queen of Troup County, where you can enjoy your next Blizzard on Newton Franklin Road in LaGrange.
Flu season is upon us, and we would like to invite you to get your flu shot from Holmes Pharmacy. If you have Medicare or insurance, could be free. And if you have a big group of 10 or more that would like to get their flu shot, call Holmes Pharmacy and we can come to you.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange.